Hey, Eddie, how are you?
Happy to be anywhere, especially here.
There you go. Pleasure to actually formally meet you.
I'm glad I could pleasure you.
Instead of just, I'm glad you like to pleasure me. uh, Paul was like, hey, do we have anybody coming in tonight? I was like, we're supposed to have somebody else, and he couldn't make it. He's like, I have somebody. I'm like, okay, works out perfect then.
I'm glad to be somebody.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, do you want him to come in or over? I'm like, whatever's easiest for him. I don't want to dictate how you run your life.
Well, it was only Rutherford to South Amboy. It was easily negotiable.
That's fair. If I would have known, I had somebody that was looking to come down and couldn't, because he also a former independent wrestler. He used to be one of our co-hosts here. He's still, every now and then pops in. But Ed Ruffalo, I'm not sure if you're familiar. You might not be.
I do know Ed Ruffalo through Chris Ford.
Crowbar. Okay, everybody knows Crowbar.
Yes.
Everybody.
But I have to be very careful because what I did is very different than.
Oh no, I know it's totally different. No, I'm just saying, like.
Although I've worked with.
One is a lot more entertainment.
Yes.
And the other is just as exciting for different reasons.
And they're both extremely.
Very hard.
Dangerous.
They're very dangerous. Very, very tough on the body.
Yes. They're both potentially dangerous. Better way. Safer than NASCAR, safer than football, but still very dangerous.
It's hard to think of it like that, too. But then again, I mean, if you really think about it, there's so many things that are way more dangerous that are out there like that you're not thinking. Like New York City cabbie, one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
Now, out of sports, people don't usually pop into their head because it's kind of like something they're doing that's performance, but cheerleading and gymnastics way more dangerous.
And actually quite hard.
Oh, very, very hard. I taught gymnastics for a while. I got into my 30s. So I have a good appreciation for cheerleading, gymnastics, and although nobody's working against you actively, you still have physics working against you. You still have height and dangers of tumbling out of control.
And you're not Romanian, so that's weird. Well, I mean, at least not a Romanian expat. But
I'm actually here's where I can go right into my bits. I'm Irish and Polish on my mom's side.
Okay.
Puerto Rican on my dad's side, so I'm Mick Puerto Rican.
That's fair. I like that.
Yes.
Listen, I love the tri-state area just for its ethnocentric everything. Whether it's the people, the food, it is amazing.
I'd love to have some Mugu Gai Pan Parmesan because this is the place you can get that.
Yeah, true. Or if you want to get some halal Chinese, you just go right down to Newark to El Amin's. You get that. It's like you get everything you want in this area. It's great. It is, and delicious.
It is.
Nobody's just giving up all that, the craziness to get into that stuff. But if you have it, go for it. It's what makes this country great. You can do anything you want. It's like, I have an idea. Let's try this. And it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. That's half the fun.
Like marriages.
There you go.
You married, Dave?
I am. Are you?
I am. 27 years in a row.
Almost 2.
Almost 2.
Straight through, basically.
You'll probably make it.
Listen, when you get married over 50, till death do you part has a whole new meaning.
I thought you were in your late 40s. I did not know you were over 50.
That's all right. I appreciate that. I'll take it. Listen, like, once you're 50, you get married, it's like, oh, cool. I'm riding this one out. Like, I really have to screw something up for this to go sour. And, I've not in my plans, so I'm good. I think both of us are good on that one. So I like that.
Long-term investment.
Yes. It's like investing in the stock market. I got in kind of late, but I think it's going to be a safe bet on this one. I'm not going to lose my shirt.
Managing risk.
I'm managing the risk, yes.
But my wife and I actually met at medieval times.
Okay.
I started grooming her at 19, but I was also 19, so it makes it okay.
Okay.
And we have 3 kids. I love both of them very much.
Okay.
And the oldest is married, and the middle one's 18. The youngest is 16. So I asked for one more because that's 3 Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
One more, and we'd have a full Puerto Rican again.
That's true. You got to make sure you dig in on that.
She told me the store is closed, whatever that means.
I don't know. My wife tells me that too. That just means it's free range.
Oh.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, listen, that part of the factory is closed, but it's still a tourist site, so I get to go visit. I get to enjoy the scenery, enjoy the sights, the sounds, the smells, the taste. It's a full, full body experience.
Well, my wife and I are having like a fraction of the sex that we'd like, and even the kids older, and like she she understands I'm having about 1/3 of the sex that I'd like.
Right.
She's having about 8/5 of the sex that she would like. It's an improper joke.
Right. No, I get it. I like improper fractions for that reason alone. Listen, I don't want to make too many assumptions, but over 40, very high likelihood of menopausal.
We're getting there. We're both 52. And,
okay.
She's been pre-menopausal for a decade now.
I was about to say about 10, 20 years.
but it's all good.
But listen, once you get past that stage, if you're able to, I like I said, I came in late term investment. I got in after most of that craziness was done, after the menopause and the hysterectomy and her vasectomy because she likes to drink and forgets what she had. And once I was able to jump on in after that, free range. Let's go. It's
adult swim time at the pool.
Exactly. Let's let the little swimmers go. Let's see what kind of a good time they have with that. So Paul decided to join us tonight.
Yo.
We were just discussing your wife and postmenopausal sex.
Yeah, great.
What's going on, Paul?
I don't know. I'm seeing a third screen with just the logo on it.
Right. I don't know how that happened. I'm not going to say no to it, though.
Yeah, you might want to move the camera aside a bit because your head's totally... There you go.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing. I was leaning back before, so
okay.
This works out okay, and I can live with that.
I like how Eddie looks the same size as you, but he's really far away.
Right. That's, how it works.
Yeah.
The movie magic.
Yeah.
The magic of Hollywood right here on your screens, live on Facebook and YouTube, and Instagram.
Oh, you figured it out?
Eddie Googled it for me while we were yelling to each other about it.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, if you go here, and I'm like, all right, that's easy. What I need to do now is actually remember that and write it down, so that way when I forget next time,
it's annoying that it doesn't keep it.
I Googled it, and I could have used Ask Jeeves or DuckDuckGo.
You could have,
but it was Google.
Well, it's like Kleenex. It might have been an off-name brand. It might have been the dollar store brand, but everybody still refers to it as Kleenex.
Ask Jeeves. What fucking year is this?
I don't know. We're talking to Paul, who's from Britain, so we ask Jeeves when you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you frozen? All right, no, you're not anymore. You froze up for a second there.
Okay. Now let's be able to pull and download on all the other computers.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So this is all happening thanks to Paul. How the hell did you run into Paul?
Well, I think I first saw him at...
Turn his mic up a bit.
All right. Yeah, you got to eat that mic a little bit more. That's all. That too.
Pretend it's a sub sandwich.
Yes.
I think I first met Paul in 2024 at Bogey's, maybe a few months before the pizza incident.
You were there for the pizza incident?
I was. I stopped her from throwing a stool, but I could not save the pizza.
That's fair. I love. There's a couple things I love about that night. Like 3 things that stick out to me that I love. One, Hollywood's reaction is like, "Oh, come on, the pizza! What's going on with the pizza?" Which that's my Johnny Hollywood impression.
And Reddit writing 400 times, "I feel bad for that lady losing her pizza."
Yeah, and then Paul, who's usually a whiz at making sure he gets some viral content out, especially when it's something that crazy, put it under a different account name that doesn't reflect him. It gets 9 million views and he gets no credit for it. I think
True.
Absolutely. And to a lesser extent, it was brought up on Joe Rogan.
It was.
Mostly because of a video that went viral that he would have got credit for. They might have named your name on Joe Rogan.
I know.
If you would have paid a little more attention to what account you put that on.
We just need something, As they said on O&A, what did you do today? Because it's like, yesterday doesn't matter. It's what did you do today? That's what they always used to say to me. We don't care what you did yesterday. What are you doing today?
Who said that?
Actually, Kumia's girlfriend.
All right.
He kept saying that to me.
Is he still with her?
No.
So what has he done with her today?
Yeah, nothing.
I'm just saying, everything's changing, so you got to be able to keep up with that as well.
Exactly. So now you have to make your own viral moments.
Yes. Yeah. And not just a viral load in a woman.
Yes, exactly.
So you left the cage, started doing comedy?
Yeah, I trained starting in 1998.
Okay.
And I kind of did it backwards. I signed up for a fight in 1998. That was February 28th, but I'd never trained before. So January 5th was my first day training, and I was set up to lose.
That makes sense.
But somehow I won. It was 1 second left of a 10-minute round, and I tapped the guy out, and I wanted to do it again. My fiance, my wife now, she said, fine, get it out of your system. I never want to hear about it again.
Okay.
Until she saw the VHS tape of me winning and said, when are you going to fight again?
Nice.
So she became a strong supporter.
So was it a good match, or was it because you won?
This is because I won. I was getting my ass handed to me for 9 minutes, 20 seconds of that 10-minute match.
Because it kind of reminds me of the Friends episode with John Favreau.
Yes.
It's like, I got to get in the octagon. Got to get in the octagon. He gets his ass kicked. And she's like, yeah, I can't be with you. And you got to, if you're going to keep doing this.
But he wouldn't quit until he made Marvel movies. Is that what he said?
God bless him.
Oh,
well, it's what wound up happening. So he went from being Rudy's sidekick to being one of the top directors in Hollywood. And good for him.
It's good to have a side gig.
Yeah. It's the same business. So, it kind of works out. It's a little easier at that point when you're not leaving genres. You're just refocusing how you putting your energy out there.
Well, the way I describe it is I'm transitioning from former professional cage fighting champion has-been to never will be comic. Thank you all for joining me.
That's fair. So you're joining Paul, except for the cage fighting thing. Yeah.
I thought he was going to be here and he was going to show me some moves.
He actually was planning on coming. There was going to be another comic coming in. I was going to have to order a second pizza, and I'm okay with that because I used to do that all the time. Now that we do so much that's remote, I save money. Either way, it's a win-win, but I was like, oh, cool. There's another comic that's visiting from Vegas right now, a very old friend of his who's visiting family this weekend. I don't know how else to put it, right?
Yeah.
Family
would suggest that his whole family didn't leave the house and just leave his mother to hang out with him because they want nothing to do with him. The rest of them,
right? Well,
family sounds like a plural.
I didn't say how many people are in the family or who liked him. I'm just saying it was family. He came to visit family, whether it was mom or mom and the siblings, or mom, the siblings and cousins.
Right.
It's still family. It's one of those words like aloha. It has more than one meaning.
It just suggests that there's, a group of them.
Yeah, fair.
That's what that's what I'm getting at. So
no, I know what you mean. I'm just saying, like, you could assume that.
And then you jump to another assumption if there's a group that he's flying in for an intervention.
Yeah. That's actually, if you ever met Matt, that's probably a more likely possibility.
Right, exactly.
He's here for an intervention. Like, yes, please stop hitting us up for donations.
Yeah. We were actually talking about, he was telling me, because when he lived here for a while, he was living in his car. And he was telling me what days of the week and where he parked each day of the week. So that was,
And where did he like to park most times?
He parked 2 nights at the Comedy Cove. 1 time behind TGI Fridays on Route 17 in Woodridge. Is it Woodridge?
Woodridge, yeah.
Yeah, next to Moonachie. Right, anyway. Yeah, there.
I live near there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was sleeping.
I like Moonachie.
Yeah, Moonachie.
Goddamn foreigners.
Yeah. And then he was...
it's where's Pat from?
Moonachie.
There you go. That's how you say it. Moonachie.
Yeah.
Listen, it's easy to bust his balls with the language barrier.
It's all good. I actually have a Moonachie story. My mom bought a trailer there in 2007 when she was fighting cancer, and I'm the same age she was in 2007 when she beat that cancer. It's a real good story. She killed herself, which I think is cheating. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Cancer didn't get her though.
No.
So good for her. Cancer did not win, and I like that story. That's a happy ending, sort of.
Yes.
In a weird, fucked up way.
It's getting ghosted by a parent too. Like she doesn't answer my texts anymore.
Not until she haunts you. Then it's getting ghosted.
I need a Ouija board, I guess.
Yes. You get the Ouija board out, you're all over that. I like that. Mom, tell me if you're here. Die. Join me. Wait.
Oh, wow.
See you next Tuesday.
Nah, she's not good at scheduling.
No, but
She actually got pregnant with me at 15 and had me at 16.
And she's Puerto Rican.
No, she's not. My dad was Puerto Rican.
Well,
he left, so he put the poor in Puerto Rican for our family.
I like that. Either way, it works.
Works in every direction.
I was going to say, 15 in Puerto Rican are, pretty normal.
She had a quinceañera. She's ready. She's a woman. You said you had a daughter?
My eldest and my youngest were born female, but they identify as lesbians, non-binary. It's complicated.
I get you.
And my son doesn't know he's gay. No, he's a heterosexual.
No, he knows it.
But so out of my family of 5 in the house, at one point, my wife's the only one that likes penises, and not that much.
That's not good. You got to fix that. Definitely got to fix that. You don't want Paul biting it off in a cage one day.
There you go. I think that's one of the rules you can't do.
What?
Bite someone's dick.
Probably not.
Yeah, after 97, I think they got rid of that.
Really? I didn't know that was a rule.
My time machine.
They gradually added more rules.
But not during the match.
Yeah, you can't have sex before or after because it weakens the body.
Right.
And they really frown on it during the match.
Right. Okay, so not 24-hour, 48-hour window.
Yes. And it's weird because if you catch feelings for the guy, then that's weird to choke him or punch him.
No, it's not. Some people like that. Yeah,
right,
some people.
Right.
Paul loves that shit. Paul likes when I choke his ass.
Right.
Thank you, sir. The intern is just helping us with the backdrop that I messed up. I was just trying to slide it over. I didn't realize I screwed it up. My apologies. That's why we have him around. That's why he gets all the big dollars that we don't make.
There you go. He gets his percentage of nothing.
Yes. His 30% of the nothing we earn on here is exactly what he deserves.
What half of the flashlight does he get?
He gets his own. Because he was the first to take one. Yeah. Allegedly.
I had one. I had 2 that I got, and one of them disappeared, and I'm pretty sure that the daughter's boyfriend jacked it. Literally,
that makes sense. Yeah,
Good choice of words.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect choice of words. Yeah. He jacked it. Yeah, that makes sense. What else do you do with a fleshlight?
I know.
Listen, by the way, you don't know this. We've just met. You've met the intern. We've started this podcast almost 9 years ago. We got them about a year in. We got them as a sponsor, Fleshlight.
Oh, wow.
They gave us a couple samples. But at first, they said they sent some samples. And a couple months went by. I'm like, hey, when did you send that? We never got anything. Like, no, we sent them out. This is they confirmed the address and everything. I'm like, I never got anything. Now, at the time, somebody was getting home from high school, and then I was still at work. But they never showed up. So I don't know what to make of it. I'm just going to leave that out there.
I don't think there's any question of what happened. I don't,
He could have gave it to a friend. I don't know. It could be a lot of things that happen.
They don't write what it is on the box.
Are you sure? No, I know they don't because I got the next box.
That's what I'm saying.
Although I love those fake boxes that you see that just say, hey, dildos on it. You ever see them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I need to. I'm going to start mailing you stuff with that.
Did you remember in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels where this guy got a bunch of money to make a movie off of people or something, and then it didn't happen, so he had to get he had to give everybody a refund, but he sent them checks that said "Ass Baggets Faggots Fan Club" on the top of the check, and he said half the people wouldn't take him to the bank.
Why?
Yeah.
Did you see how much they paid me? Come on, I want in. I want my money back. Exactly. I'm not saying no to the money that's owed to me.
Actually, it wasn't a movie. It was a huge dildo he was selling in the back of a porn magazine. That's what it was. People were putting in orders for this dildo that didn't exist. That's what it was.
What do you consider huge?
Everything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah, but what do you consider huge?
Well,
you're skipping the question, Paul.
Giving or receiving is a very different question.
All right. So when you're giving, it's not huge. When you're receiving, what's huge?
This pineapple.
There you go. Are you talking length or width or both?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it the wrong way around.
And my wife did buy me something more.
Your wife's bi?
She bought me. She was my sugar mama, but she bought me something more technologically advanced than a fleshlight.
Okay.
Sorry if they're still sponsoring.
No, that's all right.
She bought me something that's like a sex thermos that plugs in and vibrates. And
the 3D one.
Yeah, I thought it was going to twist me off.
Because it also moans and stuff like that too, right?
It didn't have any audio.
Oh, you don't have that fancy one. Oh, you got that in between one. We actually had somebody sponsor something for. I'll just say fan to make it easier, and she got him a one of her personalized 3D fleshlights that was modeled off of her, and it was her voice in the background moaning, and it did a lot of the work for you, not all of it, because that's just weird.
So that's Christmas card technology gone forward.
Yes,
there you go. It's nice.
Well, where can you get those cards where you can do your own recording? You don't see them as much as you used to.
Hallmark stores, I thought, were the place to get them.
I got to start getting them. I'm like a weirdo when it comes. My wife loves cards. I am not a big fan, but with her, I go a little overboard, and I mean in a ridiculous way. Like for her birthday, which is in July, I buy her Hanukkah cards, Christmas cards, and I'm like, "Happy birthday!" I'm like, if it's the sentiment that's inside, then what does it matter what the rest of the card says? If that's what you're explaining to me. She's always like, I don't care. I'm like, and also my favorite one is I will make a hand turkey for any occasion. Happy Labor Day, hand turkey. Happy Arbor Day, hand turkey.
Something beautiful and strange about that. I like that.
Yes. Have fun with it. If you can't have fun with what you're doing, what's the sense? What's the point?
That's the last thing my mom said, actually.
Fuck me a bus. You should go to ShopRite and buy a cake that's a mistake, has happy anniversary on it, and then just give it to her for a birthday. Happy anniversary, David.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with that is? She's very picky with her cakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to get in a fight because I'm trying to pull a prank and spend $30 in the process.
Is she a chocolate pudding?
She's not a big fan of sweets.
Oh, so it's not a kind of what cake it is. It's just cake in general.
And she has to be in the it's her birthday, so she wants some cake, but she's not sure what she wants till that day, and she goes and buys it herself because she's a good egg.
Go all the way to the gamut from a fancy cake to a pound cake. So I think a pound cake is the least fancy of the cakes.
Yes, I'm a big fan of those. So your kids, did you have them in Catholic school at all or no?
I did not. I escaped from Catholic school unscathed.
So my son was young. I sent him to Catholic school mostly because it was cheaper than daycare. And I'm like, well, it's kind of like school anyway. You got to get used to that shit anyway. Well, preschool, Catholic school, one's much cheaper. Instead of the $180 a week, it was $3,000 for the year. That's a win. And that was going good. And they would always say, hey, if you had a reduction in tuition if you participated in the bake sales. I'm not a good baker. So I would go to the dollar store and buy the pound cakes. Mm-hmm. And then I would put this one would have chocolate sauce on it. This one would have the strawberry sauce on it. So for $10,
strawberries.
You personalize them.
I personalize. Yeah,
that counts.
I put some work into it. Just,
you personalize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I put the frosting on.
Exactly.
And you know something? All the priests freaking loved it. Is all I'm going to say. Not one priest objected.
None of them ate the cake. They just licked the fucking.
No, they did.
Did either of you guys ever get an erection while at church or at mass or anything like that?
Yes. And I'm an atheist.
I never did. The priest gave up after 20 minutes.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I think if I did, it was communion confirmation time. I'm like, oh yeah, we're doing our practice, and it's and you get that weird bone. You're not sure what's. I'm like, you're trying to hide everything. There's a good chance that happened. I don't remember. I've had plenty of other awkward boners in my life, though. So, I can live with awkward boners. My favorite one, 4th of July, I want to say 93. We're down in Ortley Beach at, I'll say my shore house because not that I paid, but it's where I stayed all summer. And some friends that had the house down there, they were living there year round, said, hey, come by anytime you want. And my future roommate and I both happened to lose our jobs at the end of June. So we moved in and spent the summer there.
Sounds coordinated.
Yeah, well, they were like, hey, you guys want to? They're like, oh, you guys, how long you guys staying? We're like, lost our jobs, don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. Is that bad?
Something odd.
All right, my apologies.
Might be me.
No, that might be. I had a bunch of them because I would buy them, and there was like a bunch of them in a row that were not good, and I apologize if that. I am back to the end of the last stuff. My apologies is what I'm going to say.
It actually tastes very weak and watery. So, but I had some of the green tea ginseng one. I poured it out, and it was regular clear liquid, and then it was a goop at the bottom. It was like condensed, whatever sugar substitute they have mixed in with this.
That means I gotta go complain to the Arizona people.
It's the same goop you put on that cupcake.
So quality control must suffer.
Yes. Well, no, there's actually an Arizona place right in like Keysby, Edison area over here.
Or they bottle and do everything.
Yeah, that a big factory, and like they give free samples out. Just show up to the gate. They have a refrigerator with free samples, and I may or may not have been by there just for free samples. Not for those though, because the free samples are just like the mini cans. I'm like, whatever, it's free.
If that was true, you would drive by every day on the way to work.
No, it's not that close. It's out of the way.
Oh, it's out of the way.
Yeah.
How much is this pack of 6 Arizona iced teas?
Well, they're usually 99 cents, so six would be $6.
I don't drink cold tea. So is it less?
No,
than
I don't drink cold tea either. I drink iced tea.
There you go.
There's a difference. This is America. We have iced tea.
Did you think that cold, or was it iced?
Yes.
Intentionally?
It's like iced coffee. I don't drink regular coffee. I drink iced coffee. It's a weird thing. I'll have cappuccino. I'll have espresso. Won't drink regular coffee. I'm just a weirdo like that.
Hot tea like it's supposed to be.
I drink hot tea also, but I also like iced tea because it's delicious. Point I was getting at though, down in Nortley Beach, right? Didn't have swim trunks the one weekend. It was 4th of July weekend. I forget what day it was. I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm like, well, I had like underwear that had the flag on it because I'm patriotic. So I went out. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wear my underwear on the beach. And unfortunately, very attractive group of young ladies came by, and me being, the 23-year-old self I was, I'm like, hey, how are you? I start talking to everybody, inviting people over. Then my friend comes over, he's like, hey, here's the football. I'm like, thanks. And he's like, no, here. And he puts it down. I'm like, oh, fuck. And all the girls are fucking dying, laughing, walk away. I'm like, yeah, I'm an asshole. Yeah, that happened. That was me.
You're patriotic. The flag has to be.
I had to raise the full pole. Yeah, but yeah.
If a president had died recently, then you could have
somebody would have had to help me get to half-mast after that.
Yes.
Because I still would have had to raise the flag to put it back down to half-mast. So it's a win-win either way.
Mm-mm.
What about you, Paul? Awkward boners?
One time I was in detention and I sat at the front of the class, and I was the only one there, and they put me in the teacher's chair for I don't know why. But I blew a load in the teacher's drawer and then just closed the drawer.
So did you masturbate, or you just blew a load with telekinesis?
Yeah, both.
That's not as funny.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, no, this is gonna happen. Watch, this is gonna happen. Fuck it, I gotta do it myself.
I'm like, kind of like the Ouija board.
Yes. Yeah, but that's more weird for him.
Yeah, leave my mom out of this.
Mom, where are you?
He missed that part.
Well, I did the cancer sign 8 times when you said cancer, but you guys weren't looking. So
I caught it in the corner of my eye. I apologize. Have you seen Paul do his cancer bit?
I've been hitting the head a lot, so I may have seen it and forgotten.
That's fair.
But
or you might have remembered it was Paul and forgot it.
Could be.
It's a good bit.
It's an all right bit. But listen,
it's always talked about.
Let me put this exactly. It is talked about because Paul's been doing it for about 8 years now, and he used to have a thing where he thought he was a magician on stage, and every time he'd hit a punchline, he'd go, ah, and he's like, and he tells us, and she had cancer. So hold on. For 8 years now, every time we hear the word cancer, we go, cancer, or we'll see. Like we'll just be sitting down. Me, my wife, my son, my stepkids. We'll just be sitting there. All of a sudden, the Commit Cancer commercial comes on. We're just sitting there. My wife's like, "Fuck all of you! Fuck all of you! What's wrong with all of you?" Although, so wait, how long ago was that benefit we did? Like 3 months ago, right? No, June. We did a benefit for a girl who lives in Sayreville. Actually, happens to be a friend of my wife as well. And
the one they begged me to do the joke,
right? But so we do this whole thing. She's in recovery. She's doing well with it. Kudos. Happy to hear. But of course, he's like, I like to go dirty and do stuff. If anybody wants to hear me do more awful stuff, let me know. And of course he did. So
no, I never did the cancer joke. I told him I wasn't going to do it.
No, that one you did. No, that time you didn't. But he did some other awful things. But it was still good. So about a month ago, me and the wife was sitting there watching a Yankee game. And I didn't know that she filmed the commercial, but her and the Jonas Brothers with a bunch of other cancer patients are doing their Stand Up to Cancer commercial. And all of a sudden, I go like this. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait. My wife yells at me. I'm like, wait, you know Patty. I'm doing that for Patty. I love Patty. So she's like, oh, my God, you got to rewind that. So we rewind. My wife's taking pictures of the commercial, sends it to the girl like, we're here celebrating you. Congratulations. And it's kind of sad, though. The bittersweet part is she's doing okay, but one of her other friends that was in the commercial is no longer with us. So all in like a 3-month period, she's doing well. Another person gone. We're like this, sending pictures out to people, saying we're celebrating you. Because, and actually the guy Matt that we were talking about is also going through some cancer stuff right now. And we were gonna pick on him, not because he has cancer, but in spite of it. And we were gonna have some fun with him because he could be an ass sometimes, and he's a good time with that. And we're like, hey, we'll do something with this. Well, I'm like, dude, because we told him about it. We're like, dude, we need to do a benefit for you because now when we do the benefits and for cancer, you might get the Jonas Brothers after. Just saying. You don't know. And he's not into the Jonas Brothers, but he likes attention. So it's a win.
Well, we did do the one benefit for him.
We did do that once, and nobody wanted to go.
Yeah, no one showed up.
Like his mom and his sister were supposed to go. They didn't go.
Ouch.
Yeah.
The one girl showed up, and then my buddy Scott showed up, and Scott had a huge breakup with that girl years ago, and he stayed 1 minute and said, I can't be in the room with this bitch, and then he left. Which
is fun. That's the type of show you want. Everybody comes and pays, and they're like, all right, I can't deal with you people. I'm out of here. But they're not leaving. But they're not leaving because you told bad jokes. They're just leaving like, fuck this bitch.
And then you fucked up. You fucked up the order of the people on the show.
Yeah, whatever.
Who cares?
I fucked up the order of a show for 3 people in the audience.
I know.
For the benefit that we sold like a bunch of tickets to, and then nobody came.
Yeah, they all bought tickets and didn't show up.
Which, tough call on that one.
Yeah.
Once again, I like that they bought tickets, didn't want a refund.
I think 22 people didn't show up.
Yeah.
22 sold people didn't show up.
Does that count as walking them?
Well, they didn't walk from their house.
That's true. But yeah, poor Matt.
What's Matt's last name?
Gagliotti.
I'll have to look into that.
He's originally from Maywood. Right? Maywood?
Yep.
Which is weird. I got to ask him if he knows Tracy's friend's husband.
Well,
her friend Vita, that was at the show the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband, that guy Pete, is from Maywood. He grew up in Maywood.
How old is he?
51, 52.
Oh, okay. So Matt's 56, I guess.
It's not like Maywood's a huge town.
No, it's not. My buddy Scott knows everybody in that town.
Right. And then he also knew like Carucci's cousin from Hackensack. He's like, wait, Rich Carucci's like, is he related to this one? I'm like, I don't know his fucking family tree. I'm like, ask him. You're going to be there. You could ask him after the show. He's like, I can't believe that's fucking Alan's cousin or whatever. I'm like, yeah, awesome. The hell do I know?
Maywood makes me think of that market, that Maywood market. It's a great place to get some high quality market food.
Don't know it. Tell us.
There's some logic in that, right? You can get market food from a market.
That's where they should keep it.
What do you mean by market food?
It's like a fancy niche supermarket. You pay too much for other stuff, so you don't buy that there. But they have like a hot and cold food section with very attentive staff right behind the glass, and they've made every entree. It's like going to a diner to go. So
I like that.
It's really, really good. So I'll bring something home from there when I want to impress my wife by spending her money.
I was actually not too far from you Saturday, and I picked up a crumb cake from Stuyertown.
Okay.
Which, delicious. And I didn't realize till I got there. I'm like, oh, my wife's going to love this. They deliver anywhere in the U.S. I'm like, so if the one day my wife's going to be drunk at like 3 a.m, like, I need a crumb cake. I'm like, you should order one because I'm not driving to Clifton. So there you go.
But I want to send it to a friend in Puerto Rico.
You could do that.
That's part of the U.S.
There you go. It's a win.
So interesting twist. Your buddy Pete is Facebook friends with the girl that Scott didn't want to stay in the room with at that show.
My buddy?
Your buddy, the husband that we're talking about.
Oh, all right, yeah.
He's Facebook friends with this girl, Rebecca, who's the one who had the bad breakup with my friend Scott. And
That makes sense.
He's also friends with a guy, John, who was Matt's best friend at high school.
So then he probably knows Matt.
There's probably some connection there for definite.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
He knows Scott. He knows Matt's friend. Matt can't be that far behind the people he knows.
Exactly.
Fucking Pete. Pete's out of his mind. He's like, nice guy, sweet guy. But sometimes I'm like, you're right, dude. He's like, ulcers. Like, out of nowhere. We're like,
that dude was out of his league for about 20 years.
What do you mean?
His chick was way harder for like 20 years. He didn't look like he could have got that.
I don't know what he looked like back then. So
yeah, I
know. maybe he looked all jacked up and buff and everything. Like, I don't know. I'm not like, my wife's one of those people that'll like, did he always look like this? And go back in like profile pictures from like 20 years ago. I'm like, I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, you mean like you do on Twitter and go back fucking 18 years and just like some kid's high school picture?
Well, I just do that because I'm a weirdo. I don't go looking for it. Like, sometimes I'll Google something and it'll come up, and the first thing that comes up is a post that was popular 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, that. Like, or every now and then I'll look, like on YouTube, I'm more famous for that. There'll be a video. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, look it up. And I go and I look up this video from like 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'll leave a comment 10 years later.
You're the only one that commented this fucking decade.
Yeah.
I've missed some questions on MySpace, or I'm sorry, Facebook, and
both.
Yeah, and you go in later and I answer the question, and Facebook started about 2008, 2009.
I've been on since 2006.
You win, but I think it's funny to put something 14 or 15 years later to answer a question.
Well,
and hope that person's still alive.
Right. Well, what I do, my wife hates it. I will like something from one of my memories from like 15 years ago. It's like, why'd you post that today? I'm like, how? I'm like, did you look at the date on there? I'm like, it's from like August 25th, 2013.
Yeah, I reshare them.
I'm resharing it. Yeah. It makes my algorithm look a little more cool. People are like, oh, cool. That was a funny story from 15 years ago.
And the worst part of it is, even if he doesn't reshare them, for some reason, a lot of them show up in my timeline because I guess I follow.
No, because we're friends. When I like something, it'll show up on your feed that I did something. It's like, oh, it acts like I did it today, even though it was liking it today.
I see a picture of an Atari 2600 and Dave's commenting, what a great system this is. I just bought it. I'm like, what?
You know I would never buy that.
Yeah.
Listen, when it came out, I couldn't afford it. Doesn't mean I want it now. I had one video gaming system when I was a kid, Coleco.
I had Coleco.
And I only got it because it fell off a truck. And if you're not from Jersey, learn what that means.
Yeah. We had a toy store in my town, and they had an Atari 2600, a ColecoVision, and an arcade Robotron. Remember the game with the robot where you had one steered the guy and the other one shot around? Remember that game?
Rock'em Sock'em Robot?
No. It was like a little robot running around shooting, but it had a separate joystick that determined which way the gun went. And the other joystick,
one for direction, one for shooting. Robotron and
Robotron 2084 or something it was called. Anyway, but we had to like book a 15-minute go on this system because remember how expensive they were back then?
Yeah.
So the toy shop would let people go on a game, but you had to book it. So we actually would wait hours. like a book to get 15 minutes on this Atari 2600, which was the coolest thing ever at the time.
That's actually not a bad deal.
Yeah.
You want to talk about torturing kids and parents?
Yeah. It was
and
good.
And that was the one toy store in your little town. So, yeah. Absolutely. Right. So, like, they cornered the market. It's like, well, we know you can't afford this, but you can come in and play for 15 minutes if you sign up early enough.
When that toy store went out of business, the guy became a hypnotist, hypnotizing people so they didn't smoke anymore.
Did it work?
I don't know. I never smoked, but his daughter was a smoke show. Does that count?
Did you smoke her?
Yeah, no. Well, probably, but she was.
You didn't, so it worked.
Yeah.
We got there.
See? He played along, right? He knows what.
I had a game. I had a paper route since I'm in 4th grade.
Me too.
Okay.
Through 8th grade. So I had disposable income, and I saved up for a game called Dragon Stomper on the Atari 2600. It wasn't a cartridge. It was a tape, a cassette tape that you played in audio.
Okay.
And it had a wire that came into it that went into like a cartridge adapter. And you'd have to hit play on the cassette for the Atari 2600 to download portions of this 8-bit game.
Oh, wow.
But it was, it was like close to Dungeons and Dragons as I could get in, whatever year that was, 1984.
I like, Wizards and Warlocks was the one I liked back then. That was a fun game. I used to play that all the time. Waste lots of quarters in the newsstand.
Yeah, we had a store near us in Jersey City called the Sugar Shack, and it had a game called Mr. Do.
Up in the Heights.
Mr. Do was the best fucking game ever.
Oh,
I know it.
A line of quarters. Yeah. The State Highway. I actually lived on Baldwin Avenue on the corner of the State Highway.
Okay.
Me and my buddy, the day that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade game came out in like 1988 or whatever it was, we put in like $300, equivalent of $300 in to complete the game because you could just hit continue.
Right. Gauntlet was another game that did that.
I loved
it. Sucked the quarters out of a lot of kids.
What was the one with that where you rode the ostrich? Flew around.
That was
Joust.
Joust too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a little higher than the other jousters.
Yeah.
And then that big pterodactyl auk.
Yes.
Thing you couldn't kill. I remember that game very well, yeah.
That was another game I loved. I was like, ah. But, on a positive note, we were very into our games back then, but we had to leave the house to do it. And then when you ran out of money, you had to get the fuck out and do something else.
Do you remember Dragon's Lair? Did you guys ever play Dragon's Lair?
Yes.
I have. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I did play it. I liked it.
It was inside the console was a laser disc, and it played recordings of when it would determine by which way you moved, it would play like another piece of video. But there was a horrible pause where the laser disc did its thing. Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
That was like a Disney artist, Blum. Maybe that's the last name.
The one that drew the penises.
I'm sure he did at some point.
No, talking about Little Mermaid. You remember that controversy?
Maybe it's the same guy.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
He's the one who put the Space Ace in Dragon's Lair. So it's like when Daphne she's running.
Babe, I put a video up.
Uh-oh.
Dragon Stomper.
Yeah, it's Dragon Stomper. So fucking awful.
For an Atari 2600, this is like high level stuff.
Well, listen, in '83, this was great.
Yeah.
Before that, we had Adventure, where you were a bigger dot and the dragons looked like ducks.
Venture was the game that I played when I waited for my 15 minutes on ColecoVision.
Oh, it's Venture. Adventure.
I think it was called Venture.
Yeah, Venture is one where you're a circle and you'd go into each room.
It's a face with a bow and arrow on the side of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
and even the dead bodies were deadly.
I was doing crazy shit with these systems back because I was the biggest nerd.
Was?
Yeah, I know.
So wait, Paul, I know you didn't have it because you didn't live in this area back in the day, but do you remember on Channel 11 you could play the video games online on TV? Picks. You could either do basketball, pong, or tennis.
Yeah, it was something like there was flashes on the screen.
Yeah, and you would announce to the TV when to make your move over the phone to make your move and play the video game.
Oh wow! There's something else. It was shooting aliens, and the screen would flash kind of like Duck.
Yeah.
They had one like that was interactive, but yeah, long before our internet came to our power phase. It's in. You ever play like a was it Warbirds, like a multiplayer game back in like in the 90s, where it'd be like 300 people playing clunky graphics, World War II flight simulators.
I remember when that became a thing. I thought it was cool, and I'm like, oh,
we'll never get past this.
Yeah, and then there were people that were like, well, you don't have to learn how to land. So, speaking of happy 9/11. Hold on a second. I'm going to share that with you, Paul.
But while you're doing that, I'm sharing something you can put into the feed.
Yep, I see it there. Oh, wait. Is that the same thing I just sent you?
I don't know. Is it?
Basically.
And who could ever forget Channel 11's game show for kids, TV Picks? Airing during commercial breaks, lucky viewers got called to play this game live.
Okay, you have 30 seconds to play. Just say picks to score by hitting the moving target. Ready?
You recall this.
Channel 11 would broadcast an intelligent
we would have to call and announce our move
that the viewer would play.
That's right, the baseball one. I forgot about the baseball one.
Wow. Yeah, ColecoVision had a baseball game where you had this fisted thing to make the different base runners run.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was so overcomplicated.
That in television was just as bad.
Yeah, you had it looked like a cordless phone.
Yeah,
on a cord. And you had the overlays.
Those were ridiculous.
Utopia, that was the game to play.
Then you had remember all the handheld football ones and
head-to-head football.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's red LEDs going back
and
forth. Yeah,
just a little dash.
Remember track and field?
Headlights back and forth.
Yeah.
You guys ever play track and field where you had to run with the two buttons?
And decathlon.
Yes, yeah.
Fucking horrible.
I forgot about that one.
My downstairs neighbors hated that.
Yeah, of course they did. The fucking noise. Did you guys have Pong and shit before Atari? Did you have that black and white shit on the TV with the fucking tiles?
Like a Sears and
you just played it on the TV. We had it back then in '82.
No, but this was before that. The only thing on the game was the little
I know what you're saying.
Breakout and Pong, where you had two players.
The paddles. It was a Sears robot thing. It had 4 switches for Pong, tennis, squash.
Yep.
But it was all really just Pong.
It was all Pong, but in different names.
Yes.
I mean, of course, Pac-Man was huge when it came out.
Yeah, it was. I spent many a dime in there. Well, it was a quarter, but you know what I mean.
Did you guys ever look?
Doing that.
You guys know how Miss Pac-Man came about?
I'd like to know.
These kids, I think they were from MIT. I want to say MIT. They developed a little software board that you could put inside the real Pac-Man game, and it would convert the game into Miss Pac-Man. And Atari or Namco sued the living shit out of them. And when they settled, they started producing it. So if you actually go to a Miss Pac-Man machine, you can pull this little board out of it, and it reverts to a real Pac-Man.
Now that's after Stonewall for trans rights, but it's somewhere along that
Yeah,
history.
Exactly. It's a dude with a little bow in his fucking hair. Looked a bit like you.
All right, but then who came up with the, what was that, Junior Pac-Man or Baby Pac-Man, where it was half
Pac-Man
pinball
Jr.
machine? Pac-Man Jr. was half pinball machine.
Yeah. I do remember that.
None of those ideas worked. You remember, like, whenever they made a sequel to a game, it was like, fuck, they tried to be clever and it was just shit. Didn't they? What was it? Galaxicon was one of them, and they made it, or Gallagher, and they made a fucking sequel to it, and it was shit.
Gallagher 2, Galaxian.
Did you guys ever play the worst game ever that ever came out at the arcade? Tempest.
I hated that game.
Fucking piece of shit that game.
And I was terrible at it, which definitely helped why I hated it.
I like that, and I like Quicks.
Because that was the one where you go turn the knob and go, yeah.
And they'd have those spikes in there that you can barely see, but you stay in one dot and you just keep.
There was another game like it. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Say it again.
There was another game that was like it. I liked Frogger. Frogger was cool.
Frogger Freeway was like the Atari.
Frogger I had on Coleco. That was the one game my parents even got into. Because that was just like so easy, but so simple. But you would get so frustrated because you would die from something stupid. It's like, oh, son of a bitch. How did I not see that? Let me play this again.
That was an alligator. I thought it was a log.
Yeah. Yeah, the alligator looked like a log.
Centipede annoyed the living shit out of me.
I love Centipede and Millipede. I didn't like as much, but I like Centipede too.
I remember when Commando came out; it was a big deal. Remember Commando?
Which one?
Commando.
Ah, yes.
And then, of course, one of the early ones, Donkey Kong.
Loved Donkey Kong back in the day.
Remember Ikari Warriors?
No.
In England we called it Ikari Warriors. Yeah.
Is it Ikari?
Yeah.
It's like Moonaki.
Yeah, I know.
I like Moonaki.
You know what game I didn't really like that I should have liked because I like platformy shit? Cuba. Did you guys like Cuba?
I hated that.
I like the voice acting of it, but the gameplay was like so delayed.
And the angles always threw me off. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You know what had the worst angles? There was a good game, but I could just never get anywhere in it, which is bizarre. Paperboy.
Yes, I remember.
You could never fucking.
Paperboy, weren't you?
You put like $1,000 into that thing, and you still can't fucking figure out how to hit the mailbox.
No, that game I wasn't bad at. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah. I like Space Invaders when it was a table. Did you guys ever play Space Invaders where it was on a table?
And
all the ones they put on the table were always good.
Instead of a joystick, it would have a track ball roll back and forth, which is smooth.
Did you guys get Lunar Lander?
I did. I like Lunar Lander.
Well, you had to go to the bottom and then pick shit up. Rescue the little guy at the bottom and then bring him back up to the spaceship.
Oh, it's a little man in a boat.
That's Defender.
That was a table.
No,
I'm going to find a picture of it. Hold the fuck on.
Defender and Stargate is where you save them. Moonlander or Moon Patrol. That's one where you like bounce around the bottom and
that the one where you hop on the moon with the rover.
Yeah, and it could jump.
I remember that one. And then they recreated that for the movie Armageddon.
Inspired by Moon Patrol.
So when I watch it, I'm like, I remember this video game. This is awesome. By the way, I have a serious annoyance of how much I love that movie, Armageddon.
Really?
And it was also way better than Deep Impact.
What about the porn variations of those two movies?
Don't know them.
Me neither, but I assume that they're...
Yeah. I know they got to be out there. There's got to be a Liv Tyler lookalike out there doing something. And if not, AI is going to have it soon enough.
Actually, I'm losing a game of Battleship that I started when I was 29 years old. C2, C3, hit, L1, L5, S1, hit. The game's against my back. I'm losing. And then you go actually into a torpedo tube and you get launched. No, I'm sorry. It's an MRI.
Nice.
But I hate the back stuff.
I like the, what do you call it? You ever hear of people that cheat at Battleship? Where they just stack the boats on top of each other?
I was not aware, but I see.
I heard that. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I wonder how many people did that to me.
I think the rules say you can't do that.
Yeah, but some people don't play by the rules, so you can't stop that.
My brother would move the boat around. If I hit it, he would just put it someplace else.
Just pivot. Oh, think about it. If you were in a submarine and you got hit, you don't sit there. He kind of has a point. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying I get where he's coming from. Right, Paul?
Yes. And I'm just trying
to. What the hell are you looking for?
I'm looking for that fucking game. The one with the little aliens. I can't remember what the fuck it was called.
Nobody knows.
So you would take your ship, save an alien, and bring it back up to the top?
So it wasn't like Defender where you scrolled left and right. It had it looked like the moon surface on the bottom, and it had 3 little tables. And you had to bring the guy down, pick him up, and then go back up.
So you had the claw machine.
No, it wasn't a claw. It was a little spaceship.
It sounds like the claw machine.
I know.
There's a helicopter, and that was left to right also.
Yeah, no, I know which one. I know the
40 or something like that. It was called.
Wow. I don't know. I love Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug was
was more fun for me. Dig Dug. Well, Mr. Do, you get that diamond.
Yeah.
You get the apples cracking open and killing a whole bunch of those bad guys.
Right.
Extra men, and you can follow that. It was so rewarding. It really hit the dopamine centers.
I don't remember that one so much. I was too busy with Dig Dug.
They had the volume up on those special things, so that the volume's
to keep you going. Just like you ever see South Park where they were making fun of the anime that they had Japan was putting out anime just to hypnotize Americans.
It's working.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they know. And all of a sudden, like, they would show all the South Park kids sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden, their eyes just light up, and, like, they turn into anime characters themselves.
Well, like casino slot machines, you know,
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. That diamond was a high special noise that everybody within 50 feet would, what is that? What is that? Come over to the machine and say, someone's got a free game if you get the diamond.
You got to get the free game. I would do anything. Get the free man, the free game, whatever. Or what you were saying, the one game is always. Oh, we can continue. Oh, you were saying that.
Yeah, Gauntlet and
yeah.
I think you were saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Which is connected to Daredevil.
How?
The same chemicals that blinded Matt Murdock.
Right.
They went down the sewer and they got into the turtles, giving them their powers. They're trained by somebody named Splinter. Matt Murdock, Daredevil's trained by a guy named Stick.
Okay.
The Daredevil guy fights the Hand Clan, and the Turtles fight the Foot Clan.
And then you got Wu-Tang Clan.
There you go.
I just want to know if the Daredevil's ooze comes from Bayonne, like the Ninja Turtles.
They didn't blame Staten Island. They said it was Bayonne.
They said Bayonne in part 2. Ninja Turtles part 2, like, oh yeah, we're here in Bayonne where we found this ooze that came out. I'm like, well, that just makes sense. If it's from Bayonne, you leave it alone. Everybody knows that.
I lived 1 year in Bayonne. I went to Marist High School. For 4 years, where George R. Martin went.
Back where when they let the boys in.
I actually, that was an important part of me going there. That the year before me was co-ed.
Okay.
Instead of, I had a choice between St. Peter's
Prep
Catholic and Marist, and Marist, I wound up getting a co-ed. Absolutely, this is the way we go.
Bayonne 89 right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Martin, my barber actually owns his childhood home, and on First Street in Bayonne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Chuck Wepner.
Yeah. His daughter graduated high school with my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His sister was our cheerleading coach.
Oh, nice.
Was her name Christine Wepner, I think? But he used to do the thing with the refrigerator.
Yeah.
From First Street all the way up. Bayonne. I spent a lot of time in Bayonne with friends from Marist. But that George R. Martin thing, going to the guy who wrote Game of
I didn't know he went to Marist. I knew we lived in Bayonne forever.
He
but
lived down by the Kilvan Cole. Is that First
Yeah,
Street?
down First Street.
Yeah. So there's projects. And Marist, I think it's somewhere on Reddit, if we could look it up at some point. But
when it was a place.
Yes. When Marist was a place, they had asked George R. Martin, for some money to help fix their fields and all the stuff we were raising money for that never got done. I was there 87 and 91. But the letter they got back was, I did not enjoy my time at Marist High School. I will not be giving you any money.
I like that.
I was like, that's the way to do it.
Well, I mean, how many people actually truly look that fondly about high school, though?
That was shit.
Like, most people that say, oh, my God, like, I always said that. Like, whoever said high school is the best time of your life never really lived a life past high school. I've done so many awesome things after high school. Like, anybody that went to college, obviously did something more fun than high school. We hope. Well, your college life kind of sucked. People like me, I was in the military after high school. That was a whole different type of adventure. Like, I've had many phases of life that were definitely way better. I look fondly on that time. Not the greatest years of my life, but I had a lot of good times. And that was back before Marist started beating Bayonne all the time at Thanksgiving game.
I was on 2 of those teams that won.
See?
89 and 91. But the 1 year, we won the game, but we had 3 guys go to the hospital with broken legs.
Yeah.
So
was that the 89 game too?
I think it might have been the 91 game. 89 guy. I know we got hurt every time. We had such a small squad compared to Bayonne, and we actually ran back for a safety to not like turn the ball over. At some point, but squeaked 2 out. Trying to think.
I actually didn't go to that game for like the first time since I was a child, and I'm like,
you were the difference.
Yeah, I'm like, that kind of sucked. Oh well. Like, I'm glad I missed it. Fuck them.
We had,
but like I said, it was like senior year. I knew I was leaving for the military, so I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they win or lose. Fuck all these people. Fuck all you hoes.
and I guess the year you left was the year they tore down the goalpost for the last time.
Yeah.
It was such a rare thing for us to win the Turkey Bowl.
Yep. I was like, well, that kind of sucked. I guess I'm glad I missed that.
But yeah, I lived on Kennedy Boulevard and 16th Street for 1 year. Made some good friends.
Okay, I'm very familiar because
16th Street Park.
Elementary school, I was at Roberson, right there on Andrew Street. So, and my grandmother lived. Her backyard entered into 16th Street Park.
Okay.
She was on O'Brien, so if you ever heard of the old lady that would mace all the kids that were drinking in the park, that was my grandmother. If you ever heard of any of the girls losing their jewelry accidentally because they were running away from the lady with the mace, my grandmother's the one that found their jewelry. It was great. My grandma like, oh yeah, I got your present to my mother. She's like, here, I got your present. You want some earrings? She's like, where did you get these? This is like loose earrings. Sometimes they didn't match. It's like, don't worry about it. Clean it off. You're fine.
And some of the architecture in Bayonne is from like the 1920s.
Yeah,
obviously. So they'll have the reverse SWAT sticker in the
there's
a couple of houses in there that no, it's Hindu. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I went to a wedding. I want to say it's next month. It'll be like 8 years. My friend's wedding out in L.A. And it was at a ranch, and nice little Mexican ranch. Except the two things that stood out were, of course, the Hindu swastika that were on the walls and in the awnings and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's odd. I'm like, oh, and then I look, there was tile paintings of the chicken fight. I guess they had chicken fighting at this ranch at some point. Like the wild coyote signs, cool. Not as cool as the chickens. Like it started out, the one picture is the chickens like bowing to each other, and it's like they're in the ring together, and everybody's like standing there cheering. I'm like, what the fuck are they? What? Who drew these paintings? What's going on here?
Well, to bring Paul back in, can you think of an Atari video game that had a SWAT sticker in it?
I cannot.
Yeah.
It's a little stretch, but people noticed it.
Paul would know.
I remember, but I don't remember what it was.
It's not Indiana Jones. It's Pitfall. When the guy was
right, yeah,
legs would cross and it would look like a SWAT sticker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you Pitfall Harry guy and he would die, his legs would be stuck, and it looked creepy like a SWAT sticker.
I never knew that. I was not a fan. I was not good at the game. If I wasn't good at it, I did not like playing it.
Dave's going to buy one of those little arcade boxes now so he can play it, just so he can see the swastika.
No, I'll Google image it. That's just much easier. I'm like, all right, there it is. All right. And I'm not going to buy a game I hated just for that. I'll just ask the Google box. Hold on a second.
I think I just found or remember the name of that fucking game. Yes, Luna Rescue.
I did not know that name.
It's from 1979.
Do you have a video of it?
I will find one momentarily.
Oh, son of a bitch, Paul. You're ruining the show. So we're off Instagram now.
Oh, what do we say?
Yeah, they only give you an hour, bastards.
An hour flew by already?
Yeah, we've been live for an hour and 4 minutes so far. And Paul's been with us almost an hour.
Yes.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, what do we got here? All right. What is this called?
Lunar Rescue. You had to fly the little spaceship down to land on those little platforms to pick one of the little astronauts off of the surface of the moon, I guess it is. And then the little dude would come run around.
I can tell it's the moon because of the green cheese and the little people.
Yeah, that's probably the concept. Then you had to fly back up and land on the ship. And the worst part of it was lining up with it's like frogging. You had to line it up just perfectly. Yeah. I don't remember it was this. I don't remember it being this bad. But I also didn't know it was 1979.
Well, that'll do it, yeah. This is actually pretty high tech for 79.
As it goes through different levels of the atmosphere, it changes colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had something like that for I think that Sears video game system where it was like an overlay you'd put on your TV.
Yes, they had the plastic colored strip.
Yeah. So it was like a filter or lens.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you couldn't have had it. You're no filter, Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
All of his aquarium fish are dead too.
Yes, they are.
But yeah,
his parents would send him out of the house so they could change the filter.
Did you guys play Space Invaders when it came out? The first?
Of course. That was one of my favorites.
Tabletop and upright.
Yes. Tabletop with that Lunar Rescue was a tabletop one. We had tabletop Donkey Kong, tabletop Space Invaders. I don't remember if we had Galaga. Tabletop.
It was a game where you ran people over. In the 70s, it was controversial. They were turning tombstones. Death Race 2000, Death Race 3000. It was like one of the first.
That was a shitty movie.
Like
they made a movie out of it. Remember?
Yeah.
Or the movie may have happened first with was it David Carradine and Sylvester
Yeah, back in the early one. Yeah, because they did a new one that.
They had a remake too.
Yeah, why? So.
Because Jason Statham made another house.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait, so controversy like that with a movie that still pisses me off to this day was The Program. And you played football, so you get it.
Yeah, lying in the middle of the street with the.
How important is that scene to the movie, though? When you think about it, like cutting that out, it kind of throws it up. Like the whole point of doing that scene was showing that he's the quarterback, he's the leader, and that's why people are following him.
Which
You're
movie
following
was that?
what the quarterback's doing, The Program.
Okay.
And then some idiots copied it and got killed, so now we can't watch.
And some kids did dumb things before that.
Right, like it's like with Ozzy when Ozzy got sued because kids committed suicide, because of his song "Suicide Solution." Like that had nothing to do with it. You were a shitty parent.
Child's Play.
Suicide.
Child's Play was banned in England because some guy tied a kid to a train track after watching it, supposedly.
Well, people were tying kids to train tracks for years.
I know, but I know the newspapers in England were all doing overreactionary bullshit.
Yeah, where was his little mustache to twirl?
Yeah, exactly.
A cravat, maybe.
Oh, he needs a nice cravat.
You should ask your buddy if he knows, because the kid from Child's Play worked in a pizzeria on Rochelle Park Avenue in Maywood.
Okay.
You said that your
What's
buddy's
his
from
name?
I wish I could remember. I'll look it up. Hold on.
So ask your friend if he knows the guy that you don't know the name of from the pizza place that might not be there anymore.
No, I'll just say Child's Play and he'll know.
He was the Chucky stuntman or actor.
Something. He was a kid in the original Child's Play movie. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, the kid that's being tormented by Chucky.
Yeah, and they used to torment him in the pizza place too. They used to prank call him all day.
Well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, how awesome were prank calls back in the day?
I know.
That was a lot of my childhood. Are you admiring my pictures of the kids getting molested?
Yeah, the
different strokes,
which
gift from my wife.
Nice.
So we were first dating. My wife is a huge 70s, 80s TV sitcom person. Like we'll sit there, we'll watch like Good Times to
Barney
this day.
Miller?
She's very limited at what she watches.
That is my favorite.
I like that. I enjoy Barney Miller. Not a lot, but I like it as a good change of pace from Good Times for 10 hours on a Saturday. Like, all right, we've already seen this twice today. Let's watch something else now. And like, she loves Good Times. Different Strokes isn't on as much anymore, so that sucks. Jeffersons.
They're all in the same universe.
Yeah, all in the family. And I forget the other one. No, we don't watch that one. And that's also not on. But at least not when we're watching.
Right, but I'm saying it's in the same universe.
Right, same universe,
It's Edith's
yep.
aunt, sister, or something.
All Norman Lear stuff. But like, so we were just discussing it. I'm like, oh yeah, we were talking about all the stuff, the shows we remember as kids, and all the episodes we remember. I'm like,
a very special episode.
We talked about that. Very special episodes were like a huge thing when we were kids. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, wait, I don't because I would name a bunch of them. And then she's like, oh, I don't know because I only watch these shows. I'm like, all right. Well, being you watch Different Strokes, do you remember the Bicycle Man episodes?
And the little boy who was molested's name was
Dudley.
Wow. I didn't even have to use the Google machine for that.
No. And she's like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden, like, couple weeks later, like we started dating in November. We were talking about this like right after Thanksgiving. She's like, I got a special present for you for Christmas. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, this bitch is weird. We're dating like 2 months. She found a special present. I'm like, what's going on here? Next thing I know, right, I come over for dinner. She's like, here, it's a little early. I'm like, all right. And she's like, she turns on the TV. I'm like, okay. She make a recording. Like, I'm waiting for like she made, had some like video message for me. I'm like, no. She DVR'd the 2-part episode at different strokes and the kids getting molested, and then took stills.
The top still. That's the moment.
That's the moment. She took stills and framed them for me. By the way, I knew she was a keeper at that point because you got to be a sick son of a bitch to want to do all of those things for somebody.
That's a secret keeper. She'll help you bury the body.
Yeah, she will. That's the kind of woman you want.
And then further into this universe, you have Facts of Life.
Her favorite. Speaking of, tomorrow night, me and Paul are going to be in Brooklyn for a show. She's like, well, I'm going out on Tuesday too. I'm like, okay, cool. What are you doing? She's going to a play in Manhattan with Nancy McKeon as the star called Pen Pals. Special thing. So she's not only a Facts of Life fan, but a huge Nancy McKeon fan. Like, that is like her lesbian crush. She's like, no, I'm not gay, but I would definitely,
That was Joe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, her confirmation name was Joanna Marie. Like, she went Joanna Marie for a confirmation name. She's like, if I could find the pictures for my confirmation, you could see it on the shawl. I'm like, you're fucking weird. I'm just saying.
Has she ever visited Peekskill, New York?
Not sure. I have to ask her that.
There's nothing there.
Right. I've been there, but yeah.
Just the town that they say it's the school is in.
But no, so same play that she's going to see on Broadway. Oddly enough, we saw last summer down in Long Branch. No, in October, not last summer. It was early October. It was still summer, or early fall. So we went down to Long Branch to this little theater that was like, it had 3 rows of seats.
Intimate.
Very intimate. Like, we were in the front row, spitting distance, literally spitting distance.
Oh, that kind of show.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And very cool show. Very nice concept. It's called Pen Pals. And it's about 2 ladies that became pen pals because of a school project in the 50s. And they chronicled their lives back and forth to each other until their death decades later, which is sweet and adorable and sad. And it wraps you with all the emotion. I'm like, And now she's spending $200 so she can go back with her one childhood friend that went with us in October and another childhood friend that she hasn't spoken to in like 15 years. And she's like, she sees her on Facebook. She's like, wait, you got to give me a call. She's like, I'm going on Tuesday. Guess what? She's like, what? She's like, all right. So she found a picture. Like, she was cleaning up like a couple weeks ago. And then this is what brought this all on. She found a picture a couple weeks ago because she was the president of the fan club in New Jersey for Nancy McKeon. And Nancy McKeon sent
elected or default?
Don't know. Never ask. Don't ask. Don't tell. Don't care. So she got an autographed picture, and she's like, every year we would sing happy birthday to her on her birthday with the picture and make a cake. So she has a picture of her friends holding the picture with the cake, and she was taking a picture, so she's not in it. So she's like, I got copies of that picture. We're gonna take with us to go see her on Tuesday. I'm like, do it, make the crazy button go for it.
That's cult-like behavior.
That's very cult-like behavior.
Concerning.
And all these 50-something women, 50-plus women, are all going to go see Nancy McKeon tomorrow night.
Although, if you're going to be in a cult, you should be the president. You're safest.
Right.
You're the one that gives out the Kool-Aid.
Yes. You can find out how quick that Kool-Aid kicks in.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Maybe I won't. I don't think it tastes right. That looks like it tastes funny. I'm out.
Exactly.
But yes,
call back.
She loves Facts of Life. Yes, good, very good callback. No, so loves Facts of Life, and then I was she's like, oh, I've been watching that like forever. I'm like, oh, so you remember back when Molly Ringwald was hot on that show? Because I'm the other one that says shit like that, and she's like, fuck you, she wasn't hot back then. I'm like, well, hotter than she is now.
Who was the deaf character?
That was Joe's cousin.
Joe's cousin. Okay.
Well, no, was she deaf or was she just special needs? I can't remember.
They had 2 characters. They had a special needs character.
Yeah.
And they had a.
I can't remember the name right now, but yeah. But
It's like, I know did she pay attention, or was it like in one eye and out the other?
Oh, my wife?
No, the deaf girl.
Both.
Probably
in one eye out the other.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I worked in Esopus, New York, for Marist High School at a camp for deaf children.
I know what you're talking about. I've been by it. I know where it is. Yeah,
I bet you have, Dave.
Yeah. No. Like I've been up that way for work a few times.
So the kids like 10 to 13 years old, and they taught me all the deaf.
Oh
here's
yeah.
Fart. Here's F off and die. Like and I was pulling the fingerspell alphabet.
Because hold on, not to get you off. Because I'm thinking of it. So right next to that deaf camp is you remember Ellie, Paul?
Yeah.
He used to coach at the yeshiva right up the street from there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why I'm like, no, I know that place.
Poughkeepsie, the whole area. Yeah. Poughkeepsie pins, but well, it was deaf children. It was whatever. These kids really spoiled.
Oh yeah.
So they all sit at a table.
Goddamn spoiled handicapped kids.
Yeah, fucking.
The kids with cancer were cool.
They get their own spot.
The kids with cancer were cool. The Down syndrome, autistic kids, they were great. The autistic adults were fine. Really, it was these deaf kids.
Well, the kids were great, but the adults were just fine.
You
fucking pedophile. The kids were so cute. I didn't like the people over 17.
Those parents were not as hot.
I was a child in danger of being molested at the time. This is when I was a freshman through junior year. I used to go between the years in high school.
Yeah,
and we got paid a little bit of money, a stipend to live up at that camp and help the kids out. But these kids, when they're all sitting at a table and they want each other's attention, they tap on the table and they get a vibration. Everybody looks around and they start signing to each other.
Okay.
So a fun thing for us other guys to do would tap under the table and watch them all freak out, not knowing who's trying to get it.
Such a dick move, but I love it. That's something Paul would do right now.
Very specific.
It's so funny you say that because we had a history teacher that had these glasses he wore, but there was no lenses in the glasses. And we couldn't figure out for a while why the fuck he's wearing these glasses. And it turned out there was hearing aids in the arms. But
that's actually a cool idea.
It is.
They didn't even put glass in though. So I managed to get the class on more than one occasion to just start humming. And he would go out of the room and be like banging these things. It was the funniest fucking shit you ever saw.
Oh, that's great.
I know. I'm a dick. But we know that.
Yes, we do. The hell you say? I thought you were a nice fella.
Yeah.
I think you were kind of swell. No, yeah, wife, big 70s, 80s sitcom. She still watches not just like Decades and Me TV and all that, but also she watches like Buzzer and Game Show Network and watches 70s game shows.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, stop.
Yeah, and like they rebooted that one and a couple other ones, but I'm like, I got to the point where I'm like, we just saw this episode like a week ago, right? Like,
you know the answers, right?
I know what's going to happen.
Some of the answers changed on these trivia questions because those countries aren't here anymore.
Right.
There is no Yugoslavia.
Right. But it's like, remember Animaniacs?
Yes.
When they did the countries of the world? And then they redid it when they rebooted.
Yes.
Which I thought that was adorable. Like, I would make my son watch that as a kid. Because, first of all, I thought it was good learning.
Yeah.
They learn the states of their capitals, learn the countries of the world in a fun way. How do you not teach that to a 4-year-old? He didn't memorize it all, but he got a bunch of them down. He was all right.
Yeah. I thought it was good. And They Might Be Giants. They had some music on there that my kids still.
That was
Birdhouse from Soul.
Yeah. That was a show that had a little bit of everything too.
Was like SpongeBob almost got there where enough for the kids and something for the adults.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough stuff for adults in there where it's not painful.
Yeah.
But
even Rugrats was a little bit adult.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, did you ever hear the conspiracy theory behind Rugrats?
I'm sure there's 100 of them.
That they're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're all dead, and it's just a figment of the imagination of, I think it's Timmy or whatever. I didn't watch the show. I just watched something about the conspiracy theory. Tommy, yeah. And and then it was like, oh yeah, he killed his family and he's looking back. Like I heard like a whole bunch. I'm like, whoa, this is outrageous. I'm like, this is even a show I watch. I'm like, I'm not sure I want to see this show now, but I'm kind of curious to see how it fits in because I have no idea what's going on.
The Pickles family
Yes.
By Tommy Pickles. My eldest, 26 years old, has like Reptar. It was like their Disney World Godzilla kind of character. She has like Reptar backpack, and the Chucky was, I think, Tommy's best friend. Like these people who have grown up with this, like it's part of their lives. So
yeah,
you putting that out there that Tommy killed everybody would destroy them. Let's do it.
Yeah, but I like that because I'm an asshole like that. I was like,
you're an asshole.
Yeah, I wanted to play that.
Yeah, of course. You sent it to me on text instead of email. You fucking take it.
No, not email. I sent it on Messenger.
Yeah, which on this computer I don't have.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. I'm not that bright.
Don't worry about it. I'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, well, But so wait. So speaking of the very special episodes, do you ever hear of Funny or Die on YouTube?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the where they go into all the very special episodes on there? They have a series on Funny or Die. My two favorite things are the very special episode deep dives, and the other one is Zach Martin
is trash.
Is Jack Martin is trash? I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Which it really was everything from prostitution to like he was just into everything.
He was. It was, and I like that he did. It's like. Yeah, he thought it was okay to make fun of Native Americans for this, and just because he wanted to get an A. Then he decided to apologize just because he wanted to get laid. I'm like, that sounds like Zach. Zach Morris is trash.
No wonder Screech killed himself.
Yeah. Well,
is that true?
After his sex tape didn't go viral.
All right, your video's there.
Did you ever see that one?
I did not.
That was actually a thing. He had a threesome in a hot tub. Did you hit the volume?
Oh, you don't. Hold on. I didn't want to play the
Don't say we didn't warn you. This isn't for the faint of heart. Remember Rugrats, the show about talking babies? It was one of the first shows on Nickelodeon when it came on air in 1991. It turned out a smash hit as the audience couldn't get enough of Tommy leading Chucky, Phil, Lil, and Kimmy into living out their imaginations and going on adventures that stressed the life out of the adults in the show. The first iteration of Rugrats was on air for 13 years, making it the longest running show on Nickelodeon at the time. Its showcase of talking babies won the show lots of fans. This is one reason it picked up lots of industry awards, numbering more than 20. It has also become a big franchise, spawning 2 spin-off series, TV specials and crossovers, 3 movies, books, and of course, lots of merchandise. The dream of every studio executive.
Around everywhere.
With the amount of affection
and
appeal
almost
for Rugrats out there, it's easy to see why Nickelodeon did a reboot of the show in 2021. For now, it's only on Paramount Plus, a streaming service from the studio giants. It's already confirmed for another season. So our adult
I know I can't do
fall
anything.
into depression and become a nervous wreck after the incident. To snap out of his depression and get better, he visited Paris, obeying that popular maxim, to see Paris and die. Trying to take advantage of the city's reputation as one of the most romantic places on earth, he tried to ignite a relationship with a lady, Coco, but she turned out to be a gold digger, so it didn't work. Afterwards, Chaz met a Japanese woman, Kira, while still in Paris. She was a sex worker and a drug addict who had a daughter, Kimmy. Kimmy was one of the babies who came much later in the show. The theory further states that Kimmy was taken away by the French authorities after Kira's drug addiction came to light. But things turned out all right as Kira came to America with Chaz, leaving Kimmy behind. She got a green card, making her an American citizen. She and Chaz lived happily ever after, even though she never overcame her addiction. Super romantic, right? And at least Kimmy didn't die. She just stayed in France. So we have one good thing happening in this theory.
Only because of the right.
Picture this.
You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Yeah. Not that far. That's good.
So thankfully, they stepped in to debunk it. Basically, and quite simply, they stated in an interview that many people believe in the Angelica theory, but it is not true. Straight to the point, if you ask me. If you're like us and extremely invested in this theory, you've probably made it this far in the video. Congrats, you want to know more like us. In fact, to add on to what was already confirmed by creators, we took it upon ourselves to look at all of the evidence against the theory itself. And surprisingly, there's a solid handful. First of all, the Angelica theory has only seen the TV movies and later episodes involving Dill, Susie, and Kimmy. But there is an early episode, Meet the Carmichaels, that debunks the Angelica theory pretty well. The episode is where viewers are introduced to the Carmichaels who have just moved into the neighborhood. But something interesting happens in this episode. Susie Carmichael introduces herself to the babies without Angelica being present.
Hi, my name's Susie. What's yours? Tommy.
So basically, if the babies were imaginary, how and why on earth would Susie introduce herself to them? Exactly, she wouldn't. So there goes the piece of evidence regarding the idea that Susie was playing along with Angelica's imagination.
Yeah. I get the gist. I mean, I've seen something about that.
They have a whole bunch of them, though. I was like, oh, shit.
The fucking internet has no time, nothing to do. They have nothing to do, the internet.
Oh, yeah. Well, think about it, though. Well, how do you think conspiracy theories overall start?
As soon as
somebody has nothing to do, they get really high, and they start like, yeah, man, you ever think of this?
But do you remember when the 3 people with a conspiracy theory would meet at a diner, but now fucking 10 million on Facebook meet, and it goes fucking mental?
Yeah, that's what I like. I like the mental part of the breakdown of the society. I don't know about you, but I think it's hysterical.
Yeah, it's hysterical until they do something stupid.
An easy way for
makes me look normal.
Well, I don't know about that. Let's not go too far.
Compared to them.
Yeah, relatively.
Right.
In the conspiracy theory, it's easy to just keep adding on to it to that any kernel of truth in there just becomes outlandish.
Yes.
You know, but yeah, there's still a kernel of truth that you can't trust the government.
Right.
Here's the most interesting thing about conspiracy theories. People that are into conspiracy theories, they're into all of them.
Not all of us.
Yeah.
I don't believe in all of them.
You can have a valid conspiracy theory about, say, Area 51, right? A lot of people do a lot of, they're interested.
We know what's happening there.
But they also, they're also saying, oh, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so the earth is flat. You know what I mean? They just lump in all these. You say if you're a conspiracy
I disagree.
You have to believe in all of it.
The earth is hollow.
Well, yeah, it's full of hot lava, but that's not the story.
No, it's hollow.
It's actually it's magma if it's under the earth. It's lava only that comes to the surface.
Doesn't matter. It's lava when I see it. So fuck off. Jesus Christ! He wins one fucking MMA fight and he thinks he's a fucking genius.
I had a very powerful earth
You
science.
probably believe in the whole global conspiracy saying that it's round.
Oh, okay. I remember. Do you remember when that flat earth that flat earth group put up a website and they said that we have members in our group
all over the globe,
all around the globe? They said it right on their website. Fucking idiots.
That was awesome. No, I was just thinking. Remember Terrible Tim though?
Of course. R.I.P.
He rest in peace. Yes, very famous. I mean, locally famous in Staten Island. But like, if you're from Staten Island and you're between at this point the ages of 25 and 55, you've heard of this fucking psychopath because, and he's been dead for about 4 years. No, 5 years now almost. Right? He died during COVID.
Yes.
So like 2020, he died. But first of all, he thought it was fake, and he didn't die from that. He had a heart attack, so he might not be lying. Don't know. But the whole thing was like he was not just a conspiracy nut, but he was, like he said, on board with all of them, and said everybody's retarded for not believing the real truth. I'm like, like he also, not that he's actually a comedian, but he does parody songs.
I know. I'm just looking at one of them right now,
and all of his parody songs are basically the same notes.
He
just changes the word to fit whatever agenda he's trying to say that day.
I'm looking up.
And there was hold on. Wait till you find it and then bring it up. So and then let me know.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and he's doing a fundraiser at a firehouse in Staten Island on the anniversary of 9/11. And he goes in and goes, "We all know it was a hoax." Like what?
Strong start.
He had several people try to kill him that night. Which, first of all, I think is hysterical because I'm like, you got to say stupid shit. Like, you got to let him speak because you want to know what these assholes are really saying and thinking. Like, you have to listen to them. You don't have to believe them. You just have like, all right, I'll hear you out. Let's go. What do you got?
Get it out of your system.
Is that what you really believe? I'm like, all right, yeah, you might have a point. You might have a point. I'm not saying you're right. You might have a point.
I was on Ground Zero on September 13th, so I was about 7 stories high in the air on the rubble. I worked for the Iron Workers Union for a short time, so I was able to go in and sift through the rubble.
At Newark, or
I left out of Jersey by the Colgate.
Did he just fucking name drop a terrorist attack?
No,
we're talking about Burning Man. Oh yeah. No, too soon. But the crazy things that I saw there, that no one talks about is I saw New Jersey corrections officers getting arrested because they had hard hats and flashlights strapped to them, taped on, and they were trying to rob the jewelry store underneath the trade center.
That makes sense.
And as they're being questioned and dragged out, which if I can remember
the Jews took all that out the day before. Say
it again.
The Jews took that stuff away the day before.
That's a conspiracy theory.
I know exactly. That's my point.
As the guy's saying, get your hands off me. I'm a cop. I'm a cop. And they had pulled his ID. He goes, "You're not a cop. You're a scumbag CO from Jersey." A sewer grate opens up, and a guy comes out dressed in military fatigues.
I love it.
And this guy was just another guy looking to like loot, and he was not in the military, and so they arrested. It was the craziest thing. I had no video camera or anything with me to document this.
We didn't have camera phones 25 years ago.
Man, but it was a crazy situation. Even like how disorganized. They had us up on the debris field, and they would sound an alarm. Everybody come off the debris field, look at the Deutsche Bank building. It might fall. It might fall. Okay, it's good. Go back on. So over the course of I was there 16 hours. Must have been 5 of those alarms that they were worried about the Deutsche Bank building falling. But seeing some of the fire trucks turned into accordions, top to bottom, unbelievable. And they have things neatly stacked.
Inside job.
Who knows? But building 7, man.
That's the freakiest one. Listen, I am not all in a conspiracy, but building 7, that's a little fucking scary and freaky.
So the idea is that probably the highest point of one of the towers dug through building 7.
Okay.
But then it shouldn't have fell the same way as the other ones. The one, are you saying that the beams melted for the jet fuel? Jet fuel wasn't a problem on that. That one was gouged.
Yeah. We're going right down the fucking rabbit hole now with more conspiracy bullshit.
Oh God. All right. Hold on. Which song is this?
This is Paul Enfield is an English shark.
Oh yeah.
And Tom Gully's an asshole.
Look at that fucking.
Why did that pause?
And clock filter pole.
You look thin there.
No.
You're all fucking crazy if you don't believe his theory. All right, that's enough. I can't listen to that anymore. Rest in peace.
Like you said, every song's the same. What you got to give him credit for, even though he used to film the screen a lot, he actually put quite a bit of time into editing that shit together.
He did. I'll give him that. He was good at editing. I wish I could hire him.
I'm so pissed. I have a clip of it, but there's a video of Terrible Tim on stage in Staten Island, and Pete Davidson.
I just said that story.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Well, you were looking for that video.
Yeah, I have like this much of it. I don't have the whole thing. I've seen the whole thing. It's in a podcast video somewhere. I just don't know where or whose. I've seen it.
Yeah, of course. So Pete Davidson's there with the 9/11 firemen, and he comes out, like, yeah, it's all a hoax, all a conspiracy. You know, it's an inside job. And
they just wanted my dad is?
Yeah.
Yeah, all you see is Pete Davidson going, get this piece of shit off the stage now. This guy's an asshole.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but
now he has a legacy.
Yes. But so he's famous because he used to have what do you call it? Cable access show in Staten Island that got a lot of viewers a decade or two ago. And people know him.
Quite a big fucking following.
What's that?
He had quite a following.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you follow his like YouTube, it's mostly terrible songs like that. But he has a couple like songs with like 5 million views.
Well, Wayne's World is like a parody of these real wacky cable access shows that were all over for a time, and a great use of free speech.
Yeah, listen, that's what UHF was, a movie about all the crazy people that ran those wacky kind of access channels and UHF channels. UHF was basically the cable access channel before cable access.
I remember fine tuning and dialing U68.
Yeah.
In the day for videos.
Yep.
So
Wow.
That might be the first time I've seen Meatloaf.
Okay.
Was on U68.
I thought you were more of a meatball guy.
You got me on that one. I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know. There's a language barrier, Paul. I don't get you. No. Were you familiar with that when you first got here?
What?
The UHF channels?
You mean the TV channels?
Yeah, on the UHF frequency.
So you had VHF.
Every TV show in England is on UHF. It's the same. We have the.
Yeah, they don't use the same bandwidth that we have.
You guys use some VHF channels and some UHF channels, whereas in England they just use UHF.
Right, we only used the VHF back in the day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We never used VHF. We used only for radio. We didn't use it for TV.
Well, so some areas I think that were like mountainous and stuff like that, they would have like a CBS on a UHF channel because the VHF wasn't working as well.
Well,
CB radio, FM radio is in that.
When I first got stationed in California, where we were, like 3 of the channels were UHF. I was like, how come there's no TV? I'm not that far from like San Francisco. I'm trying to turn the channel. I'm not getting anything on the first 10. But like Fox was U34, Fox 34. Like, that's just fucking weird. I got to watch The Simpsons on UHF.
Cut that out.
Yeah.
We're having the old TVs where you have to pop off the dial and fine tune stuff.
Yeah.
To like get it to be something.
Grab your pliers out so you could get it right in there, right?
With 3 hangers and tinfoil hanging off the back.
Get the pliers out right away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3, 47.
And then a little free dentistry.
Yeah.
I got a molar out with some pliers back in the day. No dental insurance.
That'll do it. I've come close to that a couple times, but. So, tell us some more about your some of your good cage stories.
Let's see.
That we haven't gotten to yet at this point.
Yeah. Well, they call you a cage fighter, but you don't actually fight the enclosure. You fight another guy in there, which is an important difference. But I started as an amateur in '98, and I won 2 championship belts in 2000. The second championship belt was filmed by MSNBC Investigates. Now they're was it MS Now or
MS Now,
Multiple Sclerosis Now or M Snow, whatever they're changing to. But they did this story, and that story got noticed by the IFC. So the IFC invited me to fight in a pro tournament. I won that tournament belt and got to fight another heavyweight champion who beat a guy that beat Anderson Silva. So that's my legacy thanks to MMA Math.
Okay.
I got to, I fought 10 times as a pro. I went 5-5. But I won by submissions, 4 out of the 5, and won by disqualification. The guy headbutted me. But he did that because he was frustrated and losing. But these videos I transferred from VHS to DVD, and a couple of them are on YouTube of me back in the day. I fought at 185 when that became a weight class. But when I started as an amateur, I was 235 for my first fight, and I was told that the guy I'm fighting is 230, and it'll be his first fight, and he's got a 6-month experience. And that wasn't who showed up. They set you up like that.
Right.
That's it. Promoters and lawyers, their mouths are moving. That's how you know the line. But the guy had years of experience. He was actually an instructor under Hoyler Gracie, a blue belt, and he had experience. So
which one was Hoyler? He's the one down the shore.
You have Hoyler, Henzo, Hoyce, Hickson. You have all the Gracie.
Right.
And they're brothers, they're cousins. They're all over the
Brazil
tree, from Brazil, and they came over to the U.S. Horian, who started the UFC, went to California, and Henzo came to the East Coast, and he started his business with Craig Kukuk. I think Hoyler Gracie went and he created like his association throughout the country. So like he was in the East Coast a little while, he was in the West Coast a little while. So they get guys underneath them that teach, even back then in the 90s, even for a blue belt or a purple belt, like the second or third level of training, it's hard to get a black belt.
Bless you.
Bless you. You're allergic to jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Sounds like exercise. He wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, there's a video in the thing. I knew
right,
I had
hold on.
this thing.
Hold on.
But so yeah, the guy was under a Hoyler Gracie affiliate, and he was beating my ass. I was losing. If you do it on jiu-jitsu points, I was probably losing 24-2. But he made a mistake near the end, and I smothered him against my ample body, and he bit me.
Nice.
So when he bit me,
he went Tyson on you.
Yeah, he bit me right underneath the pec, and I yell, "He bit me!" So referee comes over and says, "Phil," because the fighter's name was Phil Friedman, and the ref was Dan Maragolata, UFC ref that took over for Big Dan. He said, "Did you bite him?" The guy lifts his head and says, "Uh-uh." So sometimes when you're grappling, your skin gets pinched to the ground.
Yeah.
People complain they're new. So they thought it was like something incidental happened. So they said, fight. And there's like 15 seconds again. So I'm putting it on harder. He bites me a second time. This time he bites and he pulls the skin on my lower belly. And I yell, "He's effing biting me." And I rarely curse. So this was a moment. And you can see the referee laughing. You can see people in the crowd laughing. I had one friend from high school in my corner. This guy had like 40 people, including his family, his girlfriend, his students, his teammates, all cheering for him because he's beat me up pretty well. And I get him in a neck crank smother, and he taps out with 1 second left.
Oh, wow.
So that was my very first fight. And, I'd like to think that even if I didn't win that fight, I'd still go on to do this because I love the sport. It's fun. I didn't wrestle in high school. Wasn't available. Marist didn't have a wrestling team.
Right.
But I gravitated right towards the grappling and got into it. So I had,
What drove you to that? Because, like, you're basically our age. So, like, our generation, we grew up on boxing. Like, if you got in a street fight and you kick somebody, you were a pussy back then.
Yeah, shoot it fair.
Shoot a fair one. Let's go. Just use your hands. Man up. I'm like, all right. I remember that. And then all of a sudden, everybody's kicking.
When I worked for the cable company at Comcast, they had me forced to watch UFC.
Okay.
And monitor and write down anytime the sound dropped out or the picture dropped out because people want refunds.
Right.
So I'm supposed to monitor and see the matches and so it was ridiculous. I thought it was pro wrestling. I wasn't into it. I wasn't excited about it. I didn't like boxing or anything. It seemed kind of limiting. I thought martial arts were cool, but very fake.
Right.
Pro wrestling.
That's also a product of our generation because it was like, oh yeah, you're no Bruce Lee. Relax.
Didn't mock.
Yeah.
How do you practice death touch?
Yeah.
So I watched it and it was like UFC 3 maybe, and I was like, this is real. I think this is really happening, and something honest and true like occurred to me. It's like,
real combat.
I want to try this. My wife's like, "You're not tough. You're not gonna do any of this." And I said, "I'm tough.
I can do it.
I can do this.
I'll kick your ass, bitch."
my wife's pretty tough.
I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying you got to defend your own honor at that point.
So when I did it backwards. I signed up for the fights in early '98, and I went up fighting less than 2 months later. It was 2 weeks after I had gotten married, and my wife really had the idea in her head that just get it out of your system. I never want to hear about it again.
Makes sense.
Until I won, and she's like, "Hey, when you fighting again?" And then she cornered me. She had been in most of my matches all on the East Coast. There were a few on the West Coast that I had. My cornerman was a police officer in Clifton. He went out with me for IFCs, where I got this nice scar on top of my head, looked like Harry Potter. Knees to the head on the ground were legal on a Indian reservation at Table Mountain Casino near Fresno.
Wait, you got to say that again.
Knees to the head were legal at
but only
at this Table Mountain Casino Indian reservation near Fresno, California.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That was IFC 13 Warriors Challenge or whatever. But like it seemed like something honest and repeatable. It felt like playing chess, and it was physical, and I got in great shape at the time doing it. So I was walking around like 200, fighting at 185.
What happened?
And I got a 280 matches in between mixed martial arts, shoot fighting, boxing, grappling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Like, I think the training for that would be the coolest part for me.
Yeah,
I've been hitting the head enough as a kid. So, and as an adult.
Bramage.
Right. But also as an adult. There's definitely some Dane Bramage. But.
Some Dane Bramage?
Yeah. But I'm like, let's see how this goes. I'm like, I'm okay with this. I'm like, the workout part, I think would be a great thing. I think it would get you in really good shape.
Yeah, you wind up trusting.
But you have to actually do it.
Yeah, and the goal isn't to always win in training. The goal is to get better, make your partners better, so they can make you better without hurting you.
Right.
So it's a weird kind of like the guys that go in with the idea that I'm the toughest guy in the place, I'm a bully. You get a wake up call if they're
That's
not,
usually who gets their ass kicked. Yeah,
and they don't want to show up again. We had a bouncer from was it Firewaters that showed up, and he had this chain around his neck.
From AC or
no, from
Edison. Oh, Hackensack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he came in. I want to fight pro. I want to do this, and it's like, well, you're not allowed to fight anywhere if you have a chain around your neck that tight. You can't
right.
So we got like the bolt cutters to get it off his neck, and I think like his eyes changed colors when he got this thing off him because he'd had it around. It was way too tight.
Yeah,
he'd been strangling himself since he's 15. He's
a moron.
Years old now. He's an idiot. So he comes out and he trains a couple of leg kicks. Wants nothing to do with it. Grapples a little bit. Gets turned over. Said he had to get something from the car. We never saw him again. And the chain was up on the wall for
you
years.
Have to at that point.
Yeah, it's like, you can come back in and get it when he's ready.
Yeah, this fucking tough guy.
Right? Yeah, like do you want to some women, Philippine male nurses, some of the toughest people in the world.
Oh, I believe it.
It's like not who you expect. The guys who talk about it the most are usually the guys that
you think about this though. When was the last time you saw an Asian hooker let you get away with anything? You never get that. They're tough.
We've had attorneys, we had a judge trained, plenty of police officers, and you have like teachers and moms and warehouse, and it's really to roll the dice of that individual, what's inside them, or how uncomfortable they're willing to be. So some people are willing to be very uncomfortable.
I want to do the workout, not the rolling part.
Oh.
I'm weird like that,
and that's different every gym. Some gyms love their weights. I did gymnastics and calisthenics stuff, and guys got
a little yoga.
Right when you call it yoga, then it turns some of the guys off. If we called it focus stretching, we're doing yoga.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. And in jiu-jitsu, they call it gymnastica natural or something like that.
All right.
And it's the same thing. Exhale into the stretches. There's the idea. If you can do that, you got a whole new range of motion. Which will help you.
Well, I have to agree with that because I had a friend of mine that was trying to talk because he was doing yoga at the Y. He took classes. He's like, no, some of the best stretching you do. He's like, it helped me get in better shape. I can work out better. I'm like, good for you. Don't see me signing up for yoga. Not saying I wouldn't, but when you think about it, though,
a hot class.
Well, but I know me though. My thing is, I know I fart enough as it is. So I would definitely be the guy that would clear out the room when I got in there from yoga.
So in yoga, if you fart, that's disrespectful. You should have did it in the bathroom. But in mixed martial arts, good effort. That's what we say.
Okay.
Good effort.
I don't know. I think they would understand if an amateur went in there and just lit up the room like that.
We actually had one of our guys lose a match that he was ahead on points. It was actually at Marist High School, either Naga or Grappler's Quest. But he did something called a rib lock. So from the bottom, he got his legs around the guy's waist. He got his arms underneath his legs and around the waist. He squeezed, and the guy vomited. 30 seconds left. I think a vomit is a tap. That should be like the end of it. And our guy was up, 4-2 was maybe the score. So he gets up. The referee's like, all right, you have 30 seconds left. You guys are going to shower, change, come back, and finish the last 30 seconds. So the other guy wound up getting a guard pass and winning on points after he had vomited earlier.
Yeah, that's weird.
I hate the whole point system. It's broken. I like submission only. So I referee about once a month for an event called Warriors Cage Grappling, and it's submission only.
I like it.
So 2-minute rounds, 30-second rest, and they've done different versions where it's unlimited rounds, or if it goes too long.
I would start watching MMA, but I feel like I'm so behind, and I don't know who to root for. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
you root for good technique. I
don't know what that is though. That's my thing though. Like I'm walking, I'm like, oh, he punched him really hard.
Yeah, but you can be a good boxer or a good grappler, or you know what I mean? You got to figure out the guys that are good.
That's also the other thing, like because some guys are better grapplers than they are boxers.
In the beginning, it was very diversified, where you had a guy that was almost a pure grappler versus a pure striker versus a guy who knew a little bit of both.
I remember that being a thing. I'm like, I don't know how to figure out who's better at what and what's better for who.
Well, do you remember the boxing guys? All the other dude would do is be like, as soon as I get this guy on the ground, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
You play real well if they're behind you.
Yeah.
But well, one of the early mixed martial arts matches is Antonio Inoki versus Muhammad Ali, 1976, and the guy didn't want to stand up and punch with Muhammad Ali, so he crawled like a crab on his hands and knees, kicking Ali in the leg for I forget how many rounds, 12 rounds for charity, or not charity, for a exhibition match.
Yeah.
But whatever crazy rules they in order to get Muhammad Ali to do this out in Japan, it's like, well, you can't kick the champ in the head, you can't throw the champ, you can't pull the champ's wrist. So they kept adding these things in there.
Yeah, because he's a boxer, classically trained, the sweet science.
And then Chuck Wepner did the other match in Chase Stadium.
Yeah.
Against
that I remember.
Giant.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they all happened in 1996.
I also remember Ali versus Gorilla Monsoon.
Yes.
Speaking of two WWE Hall of Famers, the boxing legend, the greatest of all time, and the Gorilla.
And they actually, something I learned about pro wrestling is, in honor of Gorilla Monsoon, there's a gorilla position in the production control room for who's controlling the matches and the flow. And when people,
really?
And it's called the gorilla position.
I like that. You know who'd be good at that, Paul? Bobby Pearsall.
Oh, Pearsall.
All right, hold on a second.
He's fucking retarded, okay? You're supposed to feel bad for the guy. He's making retard jokes about retards.
That's a young
He did a YouTube song about that, motherfucker. You're a queef.
Just play your fucking song. We don't care.
I'm telling you, we don't care what you hear.
No filter. Play your fucking song.
Oh, that's you yelling at him.
I know. That was the only clip I could find.
John Kirshner, where do we go from
Anyway,
here?
get another same song.
Yeah, it's the same.
That's just that little bit at the beginning is the only thing I can find from that thing when Pete Davidson said, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?" That split second at the start. I knew I had that bit somewhere. I just couldn't think where.
That's crazy. Yeah, but he was
Terrible Tim was alive. He probably has that video, but
Yeah. Well, I can't believe you didn't go to his house to find it.
We can still do that.
You reached out to his brother already. Maybe he has it.
Yeah.
You should reach out to see if he has any access to his master files.
Right.
For the tribute that you're going to do for him on the anniversary. I don't know. It's just a way to get in there. I'm just trying to help you think. Trying to massage your corner on that one.
Isn't his brother's name?
What was the day he died? Was that April 2020? Oddly enough, that large fella had a heart attack.
February 18th.
Always happens when
February 18th.
Yeah. When was that clip from? When did he?
Oh yeah, when was that thing?
No idea.
Well, that always helps.
So I'm wondering if the Kardashians got a load of that clip, and that's where she fell in love with Pete Davidson for a short time.
That was pre SNL, so I don't know.
Oh my God! I guess I didn't look at his brother's messages. His brother made a Terrible Tim funeral video.
Oh, you got to play that. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at that. That is just horrible and funny at the same time.
It's the same song.
And it's the same song.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it into the
one female comic from Staten Island. He did a song about her.
Michelle Conrad
has really big tits. It's the same chord. You just changed the words to talk about her and her tits. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What do you call it, a cum dumpster?
He said all kinds of shit. Yeah. But at least that was almost funny. Oh, shit.
All right, hold on. I'm getting this video.
All right. So why did you quit MMA?
Well, I'm 52 now. My last pro match was at 37. My knees kept popping out. I had surgery in 2006.
I'll do it.
I still fought twice after that, but during the training, during the match, and after the match, even though I won, my knees were coming out. ACL, MCL, PCL.
Oh, yeah, no, you're out.
So, getting the replacements.
Wait, your wife let you fight after that first time having a problem?
Yeah, she started doing well in her career. She does hair for TV and movies.
Okay.
So she doing a Daredevil TV show.
Nice.
the Penguin TV show, the Joker movie. She liked the background here.
Oh, nice.
Sirens that just came with.
Yeah, I know Sirens.
Yeah, we're hoping we're gonna get to go to the Emmys for that, but no luck on that one. But
Worth a shot.
It's good to have a sugar mama. She's
no, that's not a bad gig either.
We when I was working for the cable company, she went to Capri Beauty School in Clifton on the Passaic border.
Okay, I know it.
And it is more than paid for itself.
Yeah.
Dave, look at your shares. Tell me when it's in there.
It's in there. It's his highest charting song on YouTube. Brother Man Bill. It's the one that has like 7 million views.
It's a cardboard box.
It's a what?
A cardboard box.
No, I know. Is that his brother?
Yes. Makes sense. Are they twins?
You got to mute this every so often so we don't get the copyright strike.
I don't think he's getting any money.
Yeah. Yeah, this large fella had a heart attack, oddly enough.
I
don't know about twins, but it's hard to ask because one of them lives in England, the other one's no longer with us. All right, I'm done.
Show, there's no doubt.
All right, well, in February we could do that. We have to honor him in February and play that song.
We've got 7 more minutes. Well, this is when they threw his fucking ashes in the river.
No life after death. There's nothing after your last breath.
And where did they do that? Did you do that here or in England?
Here. I don't know where it is, but they did it at the crack of dawn. Jeez.
Well, it looked like a Staten Island ferry in the background.
I know, it probably is.
He should just get off the back of a ferry. All right, I want to wrap up momentarily. I did not look at any of the clips that we may choose from. So one of our sponsors, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the website efucked.com.
I'm not, but I'd like to know more.
It is not the traditional porn site. It's usually one where you're either going to get a good laugh at it or get disgusted by what they're putting on the screen.
Horrible.
So it's, if you've been watching porn too long and you need to stop, it's definitely the site to go to.
Okay.
All right, I am going to go.
I think there's only one new one.
Is there?
Did we see? We watched Catastrophe 17.
Yeah, but we didn't see the Bonnie Blue story.
That's what I'm saying. That's the new one.
8:19. You should be able to dig.
That's the one where the dude's mom showed up and made him leave.
Right.
Awkward.
Hold on a second. No, we didn't see this other one.
What, Catastrophes?
Yeah, the Catastrophe ones is a new one. I would remember the girl getting the drink thrown in their face in the opening scene.
All right, so are we watching that one?
Yeah, we're going with this one. And so this does not play over the stream that everybody sees. We see this, and Paul's going to play that in the background for himself, and we're just going to discuss what we're watching and have a good time watching that.
Did you start it yet?
No, I was waiting. I was explaining it. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm starting it. I got the girl in red drinking.
All right.
And she gets smashed or thrown.
Wow.
They threw a drink at her and it slapped her in the face. Oh, wait, did he knock her out?
It looked like it hit the temple.
Yeah.
That wasn't very porn, though.
That was a waste of alcohol, too. They spilled the drink. I'm a little upset on many levels now. Wait.
Cheater beater noises. That was quite the yank.
Yeah. I love their editing. A little Breakfast Club intro. They're in the detention hall. Mr. Beeks is fixing his pants.
I know they don't, but can you imagine if if they actually got their fucking money for these clips they put in, and they actually got a report saying what porn video their clip was in.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, that's my favorite thing. So every now and then we'll get a copyright strike, especially for when we do the clip of the week.
And it's the music from some other shit.
I know. And either the music or the video in the background will get a copyright strike. Oh, God. So there's a young lady getting fisted to the Breakfast Club video. I don't know how that happened, but
that's actually a video of Eddie winning his first fight.
That technique has been banned since '94.
Yes. She did not do a good job with the Brazilian, speaking of jiu-jitsu. Wait. Oh. She accidentally shit on herself. With the little backdoor action with the toy. Oh, that's definitely not even a real person.
Isn't that one of those real dolls?
Yeah, he has two of them.
Of course he does.
Because, and he has Roxanne, I think, tattooed on his arm. Not sure if it's a real tattoo or not, though. But he loves his dolls. He made semen on her leg.
I thought it was John Harlow for a second, but I didn't see an Asian doll.
That's fair. She looks familiar.
I feel bad for an inanimate.
That chick was in 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, this is one of those weirdos that injects the silicone into their testicles. And I only know that because of these videos. I don't look into these videos.
Bullshit.
This channel has taught me about this stuff, thanks to Paul. And one of
I wasn't the one that brought you this.
No, Anthony did.
Yeah, exactly.
One of my other co-hosts that's no longer with us. And
yeah, he's no longer with us. That's just about it. That's
in the state of New Jersey.
Okay. Yeah.
Why is he wearing a mask? You think somebody's going to recognize him with his giant testicles? Oh, this girl finished. Show me, now swallow. He didn't tighten the belt yet. Wait, how long is she supposed to hold it? All right, now we're somewhere else. He's spent 19 minutes trying to dry dock Isabella's shithole. After multiple failed calculations, he gives the hot tag to his partner. Surely he'll be successful. What the hell? Maybe not successful. No, it looks like they're going to dock.
Oh, no.
It's just two fellas touching swords. All right, they think they got the hang of it now.
Math and physics.
Yeah. Listen, sir, let him go in so that way you can both enjoy her. Room is currently offline. Well, that just makes sense.
Send tip. That's what she said.
I didn't think you could get more than just a tip in there. Is he playing Pokemon on her back while doing her doggy style?
So you're going to get a rare card.
I hope so. We need a Jigglypuff right here. I think Jigglypuff would be perfect for this scene.
As he pulls out $1 million card.
Iron Tail.
Wait, what speech is this?
Is it Hitler?
That Al Pacino in Every Given Sunday?
Maybe.
And who's this fella? Alrighty then.
I learned a lot.
Yeah. Hold on a second here. I just want to make sure. All right. Oh, that took a lot of weird turns. So we've actually gotten to the point where we have, if that wasn't like a new video, we would have had to go back like a couple of years to see if we could find something that we've never seen or that we haven't seen in a while. We have to watch again because we've almost exhausted that site.
Whole library.
Yes. which is kind of hard to do. But in almost 9 years, it catches up to you. In 8 years as them as a sponsor.
Congratulations.
Shout out to eFucked.
Special relationship.
Yes. Paul, what else is going on?
Plugs?
Yeah, might as well. Well, let's have our guests do some plugs first. You got any shows coming up?
No, I just did some for Tommy Fox's down in Bergenfield. But I'm
an open mic then.
Get a cruise ship. That's my goal.
That's not hard to do.
Well, I'd love some help, offline.
Yeah.
Figure that out. That would be something fun to do. And I do some physical stunts there, so they'd have to be okay with someone standing on my throat, which Paul has seen a few times.
Okay.
I lie on my back. I invite one person from the crowd who has.
Don't think that's what they're looking for.
It's not what they're looking for the family cruises?
No. Not even for the adult show.
No. Man.
That's a different type of adult show at hedonism.
Yeah, the Virgin Cruise or hedonism.
Right.
I have to hit one of those. But yeah, it's a little different. I invite people on stage to choke me with my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I also have a character that has no speaking rules.
No English?
No speaking at all. He just works through his collection of Jack in the Boxes.
Odd.
Yeah.
I like it.
His name's Ed Weird.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, I'm working on stuff. This is actually it'll be my third year in November.
Okay.
I'll be entering my third year. So I'm making the transition and figuring out how this all works. There are some similarities with mixed martial arts and promoters, and if you have 6 friends, hey, you can fight anybody. You can go on stage anywhere. Yeah,
I know that feeling. Now, your YouTube channel, it has just the fights on there. Do you have the comedy in there? You have 2 separate ones.
Actually, I don't put any comedy on YouTube. I haven't really put any on Instagram either. I'm pretty
Still
poor at social media stuff. Other people have, and my gym had some of the fights. They're from a couple different locations. But people use my name, Eddy Rollon, EDDY ROLON, for all 3 people out there. If you put that and you put MMA or MMA rare submission, there's some pretty cool stuff. And on my Facebook page, I have some videos of me doing a front flip over a guy using the gymnastics.
Oh, nice.
So it's all ego satisfying. And I do plan on getting one of those retractable posters that you put on the floor and you pull up. Of me, in the 2000s when I was 185 pounds, my 3 championship belts.
So you're basically going to put a flyer up like these fucking porn stars like Anne Boleyn put up at Exotica.
Yeah, he's going to catfish everybody with the poster.
Yeah,
I'll bring it on stage and I'll look like the guy who ate the guy. That guy's inside.
Well, you have whoever the host is bring that up on stage and put your picture up like, oh, wow, who's this guy? I can't wait to see him. And then you're like, oh, here I am. Cancer.
Talking of Exotica, I got an email yesterday.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got an email yesterday saying that I got approved for the press passes. And I replied to it, you guys approved this 3 months ago.
Right. And I will not be there this year.
That's your loss.
Yeah. I'll be in South Carolina that weekend. But Cess LeVay, there'll be other shit like that ahead.
I'm trying to think who not to take.
There you go. Well, you don't want to take Chris, but he's going to wind up going anyway. Same with Andrew.
Well, it depends on how many things I get. You know how that works.
I know. What do you got coming up besides 2 of us tomorrow night in Brooklyn?
We have
Thursday night down the shore
at what's that place called? The Rocket something or other?
Yes.
Raptor Restaurant Bar in Brooklyn on Columbia Street tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. It's me, you, and Hollywood, and some people I don't know. Thursday, we have the Laughter Lounge in Forked River with Steve Marshall and the guy whose name I've forgotten.
Yes. Is that Joe Pontillo?
Yes, Joe Pontillo.
Yeah, I like Joe.
September 12th, I'm featuring for Ralph Anthony at Primetime Comedy Club.
Where's that?
East Windsor.
Okay. Is that the Americano?
Yes.
Okay.
September 19th, we've got the Town Pub in Bloomfield. And then there's a bunch of PBAs and...
Yeah, we can worry about a lot more of that next month.
27th of September, I got some lady's birthday party in South Amboy. Pheasant Run Comedy, which is in my town over there. where John Conti lives.
Okay.
Firehouse. That's it.
Yeah. How big is the cake that they're gonna put you in?
Hey,
and how many guys are gonna be there to celebrate?
I don't care.
There you go.
They
Yes.
provide the icing.
I will be with you tomorrow and Thursday, but we will be off next week for Labor Day.
Oh, we will? Okay.
Yeah, Labor Day. I want to relax. It's a holiday.
Yeah, like this is
Labor the rest of the year.
Like what you're doing right now is so strenuous that you need to relax from.
Kind of is. Actually, unlike you, I actually have to go to work in the morning.
So do I.
You don't go anywhere.
This is how I go to work.
Right.
Okay, come on.
You have to get up and go somewhere.
Yeah, I do. I go to the bathroom.
Right. I after I'm done with that, I actually go to work.
No, I go back and sit on my bed.
You go back and fall asleep on your bed and hope you don't notice.
True that.
Not saying I'm not jealous. I'm just saying, unfortunately, I still have to get up and go to work.
You know, the best part though, really is you know, your drive isn't that far, so that's the one benefit you have.
It's like a 40-minute drive for me in the morning.
Well, that's because you know you made a mistake of moving in with a woman. Where you are now is 5 minutes. You fucked that. You made that fucking choice. You decided to move further away from your job when you had, dude. If your car broke down, you could probably walk to your job if you really put enough effort in.
No, I thought about that when my car did break down and I couldn't take that walk. You know what? You know what else I tried? I tried thinking about taking my son's motorized scooter.
You could have done that.
No, you get 20 miles for the ride.
Oh,
and
so
it's like,
but then you could charge it when you get there.
Yeah, it's a tough call because I don't know if I'd be able to. I have to figure that out.
Which way would you go? Down 35 and then?
No, I would. Oh yeah, 35. Go over the Victory Bridge up New Brunswick Ave.
It's not really that bad.
The drivers in New Jersey, your odds of making it there
very slim. Listen, I almost died just going to Wawa on that thing once, so that's plenty for me. I took that up to the Wawa. I'm like, yeah, let me check it out. And like it was before the car actually died. I was just like, I'm like, all right, it's getting worked on today. I'm like, you know, I took the Uber home from work. I'm like, all right, I pick up the car in the morning. I should be okay. I take it up to the Wawa. I get more than halfway there, and I'm going to turn the corner. And it was, you know how it curves up the road there on Bordentown? Yeah. And somebody was coming the other way towards me as I was going this way. The road's like this, and he didn't look like he was going to see me turning the other way. And it looked like he was coming right for me. I'm like, and I freaked out and hit the brake. And like a cartoon, I went over the handlebars, over the handlebar, bounced up, and like popped back up on my feet. I hit my elbow and my knee. Like I still have like a little scar there from that. But I had a cut forearm, cut knee, and I bounced up. Like I probably hit my head too. I'm like, whoop. I'm like, and there's people like were driving by, not even that car, but other ones are like, did you see this guy?
If I had that footage, that'd be.
Yeah, I know. If it was a Tesla, it would have been awesome.
Is there a security camera there somewhere?
If it was a Tesla, they'd have their fucking dash cam ready. If Paul was there would have been a dash cam ready.
Yeah, they would have. But you know what? The first time you fell off your bicycle when you were a kid, you got back up again. So don't be a fucking pussy.
Did I? I don't remember. I might have had to wait a little while.
Still It was all a dream sequence, like the Rugrats.
Yes, it was all a dream, like Biggie said. All right, Paul. Thank you very much again, Eddie. Pleasure to meet you. Hope to see you soon out there. Yes, I'm glad you pleasured me. And I just want to say, hold on a second. Ooh, good night, everybody. Peace. I'm just going to let you keep doing that. I'm not even cutting it off now.